No more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what? Yo! No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what media? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and he recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Niger what you
Finally, Wole Soyinka don't come out, can't talk for wetin dey happen for Rivers State, for wetin dey happen for the suspension of Fubara and many other stuff that is affecting us. Una know say we don't talk, call this man Wole Soyinka. Say where he dey. Was it not yesterday or the before yesterday on our broadcast? Say where a part dey. A part don't come out now and be like say don't hear our cry. What they have to say now, wait till I want to make una listen to so my people. Listen to what Wole Soyinka have to say. I be not be sorry they call him. Let's listen to him.
This situation is actually a few days old. And I was watching what action will be taken by the House of Assembly, by Senate, and even by the affected politicians in the in Rivers State, whom I expect to be in the court by now, because above the principle, above the president himself, there's the law, and I expect those who are affected to take the primary step. Let me confess that I was surprised at the ease with which this emergency law, that step, was applauded and passed. And then the critical question, even within the powers of a president on the democratic dispensation, there are areas of discretion. And you're quite right to point out this wholesale suspension of everything for government. I think that's an over excessive response within the rights and the powers. We're assuming now, let's say that the president is constitutionally right, but within his powers, there are also areas of discretion. And I think that the wholesale scuttling of the democratic existence in the rivers was excessive. I think it could have been managed much better, much more economically. I think the president did not, sort of curb the extent he didn't economize on his presidential emergency powers. On that issue, I agree with you absolutely. There's an issue of the Constitution. Is the president's action constitutional? And I hope the affected politicians, governor and representatives, that they test this all the way up so that we get a clearer picture once and for all. Instead of running around in circles from regime to regime, it should be possible by now for one to be able to say confidently that this action is illegal, is unconstitutional, or otherwise. So for now, we can only leave it to the constitutional lawyers to guide us. Now, the next question is it politically wise? In my view, this takes us on a slippery slope. It's not what I would have liked to see happen right now with all our struggle to attain a federal structure. The spirit of it, in my view, is contrary to the spirit of federalism. Now, I spoke very carefully and deliberately, because this does not vitiate maybe the rightness of the action. It does not establish the wrongness. But with my commitment to a genuine federal structure, when an event like this happens, I say we're back on the slippery slope. And I hope that it is tested all the way, because as I've said, we've been through this before under different regimes. It's either we have a decentralized federalist structure, or we have a quasi-dictatorial, whimsical kind of government which just panders to the political leaning of whoever happens to be in charge at the moment. So that's my take on it. Obviously, I'm going to go deeper and find out just what on earth has been going on in the real estate that led to this, what I consider an unfortunate step in our federalist journey.
Wonders shall never end. According to this man, Wole Soyinka, he's supposed to be professor before, because right now Nigerians are bittered. Even the platform where Channel Television posted this video, go to the comment section and see how causes, dissatisfaction, displeasure, and all that raining like saying and rain they fall. Okay, make we take some comments from this particular platform from Channel Television. As you can see from the first person right there, saying that nobody should listen to this man. He lost his integrity and pedigree. While the next person is saying, Channel, I hope you read all the comments. This man lost his integrity long time ago. Make we take another one. Okay, this one they say, his English has suddenly dried up. During Jonathan time, we were treated to a classic and grammars. Yeah, another person here, Cynthia is saying, if it were to be someone else, he would blowing hot with the most remarks. See him struggling to put peace words together because he has Agbado in his pocket. Another one they ask here now, Richard, saying, why not hit the hammer on the nail? Why running around the bush to answer a simple question? Call a spade. What the terrible president has done amount to gross abuse of power. It is unconstitutional. Yeah, why the last one we have for you guys here, this one coming from different people, two people right here. You don't need too many talks to tell the truth. Only logic takes long sentence. Oga, go straight to the point. Your format don't cast. What the next person Mayor said, his voice he uses in criticizing Jonathan has suddenly gone cold. He's choosing his words so carefully, stammering and trying to put beautiful words together as not to offend his tail master. Kai! This man is saying that above the law, or rather, the law is above whatever Tinubu is doing, right? Then I expected the victims to take the necessary step. Now, what is this man talking about? Now, the first question now is that what is the necessary step Wole Soyinka is telling the people affected the governor, the deputy governor, the House of Assembly members and all that. What step are they going to take? What is this man saying? They should go to court, the same court that Peter Obi went in 2023, and this whatever that happened, and Tinubu was declared the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and we all are living with it. What is the necessary step Wole Soyinka was talking about? That is what I don't know. I could not digest it. Maybe some of you listening to this video or that have watched the video might be able to digest it. Put it on the comment section. This particular one is very, very scary. Very, very scary. Senator Natasha don't cry, come and say, 3 days ago, he had a meeting at the government house. But the plan not to just strangle her, make she buy for that government house. He say, unquote, say they say, na rats, make una squeeze am as rats. If we feel buy am, she not go feed they follow one platform to another. They spoil our name like this. My people may not be like saying that for my mouth they come from. Make una hear what this Senator Natasha want to talk.
3 days ago, you had a meeting in Government House, and I got the information. The directives were to strangle Natasha. Let me quote you. You said Natasha is a small rat. Wherever you see her, strangle her, kill her, and nothing will happen. That was the instruction it got to me. Why would you want my blood in your hands? Yaya Bello, do you think that you will kill me and go scot-free? I bet you Nigerians will not wait for judgments from the courts before they will descend on you and your family. I'm telling you this. Yaya Bello, if anything happens to me, I tell you this, Nigerians will not wait for the courts to pronounce you guilty. They will take upon you and your family and your children. And I tell you, I'm not going to leave this place.
Like we all expected, and like some of us knows, the distinguished Senator Natasha's journey and assignment in the Senate may have well drawn to an end. Yes, now, see, you cannot fight against this kind of persons, this constituted evil in high places, and expect not to go home. You definitely will go home, either by hook or by crook. I think recently I read on the news, although I displayed it in one of my videos, but I did not talk about it. Why didn't I talk about it? Because I know it was just a mere charade. I read on the news that court halts INEC from processing recall petition against Senator Natasha. That's what I'm displaying here now. A high court in Lokoja halts INEC from processing a recall petition against Senator Natasha. I saw it and I was like, which of the courts? Because in a sane society, that's what the court ought to have done. But I know that the court does not own themselves. The politicians own and control the court. So I know we haven't heard the last of that. So I didn't just talk about it. But right now, from what I've just seen on Channels News, it is obvious to say what we expected will eventually happen. I'm displaying that again. I say Federal High Court grant recall process of Senator Natasha. So in details, I read the details, and it's the Federal High Court sitting in Lokoja has granted INEC to continue the recall process. We all are aware of how they gathered the people of Kogi Central out of their ignorance based on their level of illiteracy and gullibility. They were being lied to, they were deceived that they want to empower them. I think there's even rumor to that extent, to that effect, that they distributed the sum of 15,000 naira per person. At least that's on Sahara Reporter. Now, what I learned from this is that these people, the demonic people leading Nigeria, deliberately make Nigerians illiterate. They make sure they deny us good education. You cannot use me on such mission. You cannot use any same person to achieve such demonic goals. But they made these people so dumb that they could lie to them that it was all about empowerment. Then you start gathering their signatures and every requirement to initiate a recall process. But it shouldn't have ended. There was a protest, a massive protest after that, countering that process, that it was a fraud, that those people were deceived and being lied to. But trust me, the judiciary is as useless as it could be. The judiciary that you and I know has become a cash and carry thing that the politicians decide what judgment they get. And now, this is what we are saying. They've granted her recall, and obviously, she's going to be heading back home. But that does not end anything. She's gone to the Senate. In less than 2 years, she achieved something there. What does she achieve? It is obviously exposed now that what happening in that Senate House is not for the people, but an occultic organization against the people. If the most performing senator can get this treatment, then it is obvious that they are not there for the people. The Senate, remember, the Senate suspended Natasha for 6 months. And it is obvious that they are never going to let her back. The Senate president make references to a senator in the East who was suspended in the Senate and refused to apologize and never came back. So they know how they did it. We should all expect same fate to befall Governor Sim Fubara of Rivers State. We should remember that the APC also removed that guy in the office for 6 months. See, these people have something they do within 6 months. The APC did not just remove Sim Fubara for 6 months to enjoy Rivers allocation for 6 months and then let Fubara come back. There is a slim chance that Fubara will return as governor of Rivers State. But for now, we've seen how that of Senator Natasha is playing. Same will happen in Rivers State. Nigeria, don't be surprised about whatever these politicians do. But I will leave here with a question to Nigerians. Now, so we want to continue, right? Share na so we go day until all of us buy for the hand of this beast, whether they call themselves leaders. Share na so one day we go all be coward and play ignorant until they behead all of us, until they pack us anyhow, right? No wahala. Like I always said, the sky they fall, you know they fall top of one man. Senator Natasha, you were a hero. You went to the Senate, you exposed the rot and the corruption going in there, and the world heard you loud and clear. No matter how the journey ends, no matter how the story ends, Senator Natasha, you are known for who you are. I rest my...
If this one not shock you, I don't know what will shock you. Why are they after the life of this woman? Allegedly. According to our own claim, why are they after her life? She submitted sexual harassment allegation. Nobody's accused here. Nobody said Pablo do one, not do one. But there should be a proper investigation to this. Why are they not doing everything possible to recall her, to buy her life, to end her life? What is happening in Nigeria? My people, this one shocked me. Oh, I don't know what I want to talk for this matter, but I would like to read your own comment. We are going live shortly to extensively deliberate on this particular matter. This is Nigeria Watch Media. Like
now, as you probably know, emergency rule in Rivers State is now well and truly entrenched after both houses in the National Assembly set aside any objections and gave it their official imprimatur. The process went ahead despite the deluge of protests from ordinary Nigerians, some lawmakers and governors, a crop of this country's respected constitutional lawyers, the Nigerian Bar Association, and hundreds of civil society groups. Nigeria's Attorney General and Minister for Justice defended the imposition, insisting that the actions of the suspended governor, Sim Fubara, left President Tinubu with no other options. He said the governor had enabled militants in the Niger Delta to attack oil installations, and he suggested that the suspension of the governor was only temporary and had actually saved him from imminent impeachment. But this hasn't stopped members of the opposition from calling it a political grab for power in a crucial swing state, accusing the government of using the crisis to sideline political opponents, an accusation the government denies. For his reaction to all this, I'm joined now in the studio by the National Publicity Secretary of the ruling APC party, Barrister Felix Morka. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, Charles.
Thank you very much indeed. You don't look like a guy who's living in the oven. I mean, you look perfectly well manicured, as always.
Thank you.
I wonder what goes through your mind, though, when you hear the deluge of protests from so many across Nigeria who see the imposition of emergency rule in Rivers State, as well as the method which it was approved by the National Assembly, unconstitutional.
First of all, Charles, thank you for having me. First, I listened to your intro.
Yes, I noticed you were scribbling furiously while you were listening to it. So I figured you were going to talk
That's
about
right.
it.
First, our democracy is not crumbling. It's nothing crumbling but our democracy. Second,
That's from your perspective,
always.
because you're in the ruling
Always.
party.
You're asking me, yes, that's why I'm here, to share my perspectives, right?
Okay.
Secondly, there is no constitutional crisis in Nigeria today. There was a constitutional crisis in Rivers State up until the declaration of the state of emergency. And that constitutional crisis was initiated, authored, and precipitated by the governor of Rivers State, Governor Fubara. Now, I've listened very carefully to a lot of analysts and speakers who have come through, your program and other programs, quite frankly, around our television space. And I think that, yes, some of them are well-intentioned, but the problem is that they simply choose to gloss over the critical, factual, predicate of this crisis. Because if you get that wrong, then forever you will reach a wrong, conclusion or understanding of what is playing out. What happened in Rivers State? A governor was elected. Shortly after his election, this governor, Governor Fubara, sought to take control, basically, by replacing the Speaker of the Rivers House of Assembly. Some governors do that because they want to be more comfortable with, people that they prefer who are in charge. Now, unfortunately, these members of the Rivers House of Assembly stood their ground. That, look, you know what? Listen, we're here, we're elected by our people to represent them. We stand our ground. When that failed, when that effort to replace the Speaker failed, this governor made a backflip and decided to dismantle the legislature. Shortly after that, he proceeded to destroy the House of Assembly complex. Now, let me just, take a breath here.
Yeah, because that's not quite how it happened.
Yeah, that's right. Because if you don't get this point, anything else you think or say is misplaced. It's like putting something on nothing and expect it to stand. You can only stand on your emotions and speak from the abundance of your emotions, but you won't be speaking from the facts. Now, we're talking about Rivers State, and the question you've asked me is about the declaration of emergency rule. But the real question we should be talking about is whether or not, from the day Governor Fubara destroyed the House of Assembly, whether there was in fact a government, constitutionally speaking, in that state. And my position is that there was no government in Rivers State from the day that this governor made a conscious decision to demolish a branch of government. Governor Fubara destroyed and utterly abolished the legislature from that day. And Charles, you are one of Nigeria's leading professional, media, people. What is a democracy with a governor without a legislature? You see, now I would have actually come here today and I'll be very calm, as I am always, if those who are today spewing a lot of, power from their words, if they had expressed just a quarter of outrage at the time that Governor Fubara destroyed the Rivers House of Assembly, if they had only just, issued some condemnation and said, look, Governor, this is actually a bit, extreme. They didn't do that. Everybody was quiet. And today, they have found their voices to speak to the declaration by the president of a state of emergency in Rivers State. Now, that is intellectually dishonest on the part of a lot of those who speak today, and which is why I don't take them very seriously. Now, let me just take that a little further. After the governor did that, he not only demolished the assembly, he locked them out. He froze them in a package and cast them aside as though they didn't exist, as though our constitution never intended to provide for a legislative body in Rivers State. He completely froze the allowances, he froze the allocation, he froze every penny flowing to the assembly. And then, not only that, Governor Fubara slapped democracy in the face by, anointing 2-3 people to be his legislature in preference to a democratically elected institution of, the House of Assembly in Rivers State, and then proceeded to govern unconstitutionally, and govern illegally, and govern unlawfully in Rivers State. Now, for more than nearly 14 months, that was going on. These people who are busy bouncing around and throwing words around, empty words for that matter, were silent. They were completely, they were silent. They spoke nothing, Charles, about this situation I'm describing. Because, see, look, I'm a constitutional lawyer, and when I see a wrong, I will admit it. And
you don't see a wrong here.
No. We're not there yet, Charles. We're not on that point yet. I'm building up to that point, and I will answer that question.
You can't take the entire.
I can't. I'm not taking that time.
But so let me
if we don't get this background straight.
Yeah, but since you're taking it in bits, let me take it in bits as well.
Yes.
You talked about the fact that the governor destroyed the building, the State Assembly building, and kind of moved the people off, and you portrayed it as though this was something he set out to do as a way of trying to gain leverage over the State Assembly. But you do forget that there was an attack on that building. There was a bombing attack on that building, which kind of rendered it almost unusable. And the governor then proceeded to destroy the building, bring it down, demolish it, with a plan of rebuilding it, which he said at the time. What evidence is there linking the governor, Fubara, to the attack on the State House of Assembly? He demolished the Assembly building because it had been bombed by hoodlums a couple of months before he ordered the demolition.
Okay, Charles. In our constitutional democracy, a governor bears responsibility for things that happen in his state. Now, you said the building was bombed by hoodlums. Charles, have you reported on Arise Television what was done by way of investigation by this governor about the attack you discuss of the State House of Assembly? What reports have you reviewed of the governor's initiative to investigate those who attacked that building and to bring them to justice? Are you telling me that a governor who commands the Attorney General, who has access to the police and all the law enforcement agencies, could not commission, as the chief security officer, an investigation that will yield some clue or some report, some understanding of the circumstances in which that was bombed? He didn't do that, Charles. And not doing that, as far as I am concerned, is clearly, points, unmistakably to his soiled fingers in that, initiative.
Well,
that's a sidekick.
Right.
The point is that there was no investigation. There was no one ever, charged with that dastardly act of, bombing of that thing. And then he ordered the demolition as though, the bombing was in fact, preordained.
Well, I have to say this. There are innumerable instances, both on the federal and the state level, of commissions of all kinds of...
We're not talking about the federal level. We're talking about
the insecurity.
Don't bring the federal into this conversation.
I'm just saying, it is part of the federal is part of it, because the federal has intervened.
We get to the federal, yes.
But what I'm really interested in here is the fact that as a lawyer yourself, because all these things are peripheral, They're
not.
No.
They're central.
No, hold on. The issue here.
They're central, Charles.
The issue here is the process by which you arrived at the declaration of a state of emergency, the things that led to it, and whether those things are legally justified. As a lawyer yourself, sworn to protect and uphold the rule of law, how can you justify the actions taken not only by the president in imposing a state of emergency on Rivers State and suspending a governor when there is no constitutional provision to do so, but also the National Assembly in using a voice vote to approve it? I'm curious to know, because you are a constitutional lawyer.
Yes, I am.
So I'm curious to know what your reaction is.
And I'll give my reaction, Charles. Now, my reaction flows logically and justifiably from everything I've said so far. And I think that, our viewers and our listeners should bear that in mind. For about 14 months, there was no government in Rivers State.
Yeah, but can you deny the fact that those people who you said were members of the State Assembly had vacated their position? They announced that they were vacating their position. They signed affidavits to the effect that they were vacating their position. On what basis
Charles,
would you say that
Charles,
the governor is to blame for that? I don't understand.
Now, when members of parliament, like the Rivers State House of Assembly, when these are not just your everyday people, they're elected officials who were sponsored by political parties. So when they decide that they want to decamp, it's not as simple as somebody taking a microphone and say, I am leaving my party. There are legally mandated procedures that you must follow to effectively decamp, to legally, recognizably decamp from one party to the other. As I am here now, I'm the national spokesman of APC. If I sit here and I say to you, Charles, as of today, I'm no longer APC spokesman, or I'm no longer a member of APC, that says nothing. This is national television. But I must go back and file a letter to my ward chairman informing him of my intention to decamp from APC, to leave the party, to resign from the party. If I don't do that, I don't care how many times I tell you here today that I'm no longer a member of APC. That is of no effect whatsoever. So, you see, speaking about decamping and decamping legally, decamping effectively are two different things. And I think that the confusion is that people just think that because somebody takes a microphone and says, I'm leaving, just like I told you, if I were to make that announcement today, you would think I've left APC. No, I have not left APC. Because, as far as the procedure is concerned, I have not perfected, I have not instrumented my, announcement of leaving. So in other words, don't forget that when that assembly was demolished, assuming, without considering, that these assemblymen were in fact intended on leaving, there was no longer a facility by which they could in fact perfect their intention, assuming that was the case, of their leaving the party. There was no such facility because Governor Fubara had completely obliterated that space where, in fact, that could have been done. You see, Charles, let me tell you, again, you can't go from here to here without, proper, process. Now, back to your question, because I think that all of these preliminaries are important, and this is where a lot of our people are getting it wrong. Why there's a lot of hue and cry over nothing. Now, let me restate that, and by the way, this is not just Felix Moka saying this. The Supreme Court of the Federal Republic said so, that there was no effective government in Rivers State. This president did not intervene.
Yeah, but the
Supreme
Court, I have to
yes.
pick you up there. The
Right.
Supreme Court said that for the allocations of Rivers State to resume, that the governor would have to go and submit his budget to the constituted House of Assembly.
Correct.
He made several attempts to do that, and the Assembly locked him out. That's a known fact. Now, beyond that, what people don't understand at the moment is the fact that the Supreme Court hasn't changed its position. That's the prevailing circumstance in Rivers State. But now we're hearing that the federal government has decided to resume allocations to Rivers State in spite of that prevailing Supreme Court decision that is still there. How do you account for
Charles,
that?
no, you are, you see, again, you're framing these questions without reference to the greed of the facts and the reality.
Well, I'm asking you a direct question about the Supreme Court judgment that is...
First, your point is that this governor, following the verdict of the Supreme Court, attempted to now regularize the state body by presenting to the assembly. And in your words, he was locked out. Charles, the governor locked out these legislatures for 14 months.
Look.
Charles,
what I am talking about is that you're trying to justify one action by referring to something else.
You will let me answer your question.
Yeah, but the Supreme Court is a straightforward thing.
My dear brother, permit me to answer your question. And I will answer your question. You can't dictate to me where I begin and where I end.
It's just that time is galloping ahead, so I'm rather concerned.
That does not mean we should, just gloss over.
We're not glossing over.
No, we are. Listen, the beginning of my answer to your question is that the governor locked out these, citizens who were elected and mandated by the people, deprived of, effectively representing their people over 14 months. That's my first point. Secondly, the governor is the governor. The governor does not dictate the schedule of a House of Assembly. Because I'm assuming from your question that you are suggesting that from the date of that Supreme Court judgment, there was some restoration of authority of the House of Assembly that the governor had ignored for a long period of time. And that once that authority was restored, they were supposed to simply just take their schedule of not being recognized by the governor for 14 months, and then now recognized by the governor in 2 days, and they were supposed to vacate everything they have on their schedule to accommodate the governor. That's not how it works. The legislature is a legitimate elected House of Assembly imbued with authority to legislate for the good governance of the
but you can make the same argument.
The governor cannot just come and say, the governor had to take an accommodation by the legislature of a schedule based on their rules and based on their schedule.
Look, it's not it is not a straightforward. It's a very murky thing. The simple reason being that the members of the State Assembly declared themselves to have defected to another party over a protracted period of time.
In the Constitution,
so whether or not you go into the legality of their defection, they declared themselves.
You raise an issue that is also misleading. Misleading a lot of commentaries on this, and I must address it. It's critical, Charles. Under the Constitution, that says that when you decamp as a legislator, you lose your seat. If you decamp from the party on which you are elected, you lose your seat. There's a proviso. A proviso is an exceptional clause in a constitution. A proviso is like an exception to the rule. If you qualify under the proviso, then the rule does not apply to you. So the rule says if you decamped for reasons of division or of factionalization in your party on the platform of which you were elected, the Constitution says you are not liable to the general rule of forfeiting your seat. And the question as to whether or not a legislator has forfeited his seat is actually, a matter for adjudication. You see, Charles, please, just 1 second.
Okay, very briefly, because we're running out of time. I don't want to lose this.
Thank you. If I say that
momentum,
I'm a legislator and I've decamped, and I say I decamped because of division in my party, a civil dispute has arisen that can only be adjudicated by the courts. It doesn't lie in the governor or anyone else to simply, just by fiat declare that I've lost my seat. Because that's the Constitution.
Right.
That's right.
That's right. Morka,
yes,
I find
Charles.
it fascinating.
That's right.
That you're sitting here making references to the Nigerian Constitution. I have the Nigerian constitution right here.
I have it in my head.
Well, okay, I have it physically. I don't have it in my head, but this is the Nigerian constitution. I would like you either to refer to your head or to refer to the book and show me in this constitution where it says that the president can suspend an elected governor, his deputy, and the State House of Assembly that you're talking about. Can you place your hand on your heart as a lawyer and say with utmost unequivocal conviction that the President and the National Assembly followed the letter of the law in the actions they took on this issue of emergency rule in Rivers State?
Charles, first of all,
it's a straightforward question.
And I'm going to answer you
Yeah.
in a straightforward fashion. Charles, I'm a lawyer, and I think I was well trained. I was trained by the best, quite frankly.
Well, you're certainly very articulate.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But whether or not you're
But Charles, see, but the question you asked me,
moving and bending things is another story.
You know, lawyers, all lawyers know that when a dispute arises as to the ramifications of constitutional provisions, the courts ultimately, you must think, even though we're lawyers, we're not in the court, but you must think about what the courts will do. The courts have rules for interpreting the Constitution. Now, the provisions that grant the president this extraordinary powers to declare a state of emergency, in other words, to cause some, massive variation of the norm prescribed by the Constitution, that is an extraordinary power that the president possesses. And the president, not me, not you, is authorized to decide whether or not circumstances warrant the exercise of this, massive authority. In the case of Rivers State, and I hear people compare Rivers with what happened in Borno and in Adamawa and in, I think maybe Yobe. Listen, they are not the same. The language that's in the mouth of every Nigerian is economics. The economics of the Nigerian state. Rivers State is host to a massive system of assets that support Nigeria as a country. When you or anyone...
The question where they asked this man for the past 78 years, this man is driving around. He could not answer it. He's saying get Nigeria constitution for his head. This is Gorimakpa head. He get that for there. Then Mr. Charles Contelan say he get them physically with me here. So now answer my question either from your Gorimakpa head or from the book where they my hand now say where the right hand say president get the power, the right to unseat, to suspend an elected governor with deputy or even the House of Assemblies. This man say I was well trained. That's how it started. As we are now they talk, so for the past 78 years, this man is telling us story. How they take Bonham, how they take come into this life, how they take up the Aso Rock. That is what this man refused to answer the question. Charles don't tire, because Charles don't say he don't get time. You'll say now very soon, Charles say, okay, thank you. We need to go. Obviously, he could not point at the section inside the book or Igorimakpa head where he did 1999 Constitution as amended, where they say Tinubu or any other president can unseat, suspend an elected governor. This man could not. Meanwhile, since don't start the story now, over 78 years old, I go like make we finish this story. Make we finish, I'm going to say they want to end this show.
Decides to threaten Nigeria's very critical asset that support the existence of our country. That is not to be trifled with.
Would you say that Lagos State is also a fundamental part of that, the assets of this country that you would say need to be preserved in the interest of the entire country?
We're not discussing Lagos State.
No, I'm asking, I just asked you.
I
The
will
reason I say
I will not digress to Lagos. Let's stay focused.
I'm
Charles,
wondering why a
stay
curfew.
focused
I'm
on-
wondering why a curfew could not have been imposed in Rivers State, and as opposed to a state of emergency,
Charles,
and the suspension
Let
of
me
the
answer.
government.
Let me answer that. And let me, no one has said this, but let me say it. Charles, in Rivers State, as I said, for a long period of time, there was no government. Supreme Court confirmed that. Secondly, this governor, even when there were flares of violence, attacks on these installations, this governor said nothing, did nothing. As the chief security officer of the state, he abdicated his responsibility to, really be, and lead from the front and say to his people, irrespective of the politics, we must refrain from, attempting to disrupt the,
I think I recall the governor saying on several occasions that there should not be
He told his voice,
violence.
he told his voice to be on standby, that at the right time, he will, look, the video is, I can play it for you right now. I can give it to you to play. Maybe you haven't seen it.
Look,
I can send it to you.
I can cite innumerable instances where the other party in this crisis, Minister Nyesom Wike, made threats against the Ijaw people.
Minister Nyesom Wike is not the governor of Rivers State.
The president
He's not the governor of Rivers State.
Yeah, but that is part of the crisis. The president didn't take note of that. No. I can tell you that there were skirmishes at the rally that Mr. Wike held in Rivers State. The president did not take cognizance of that.
Those are
How do you match those against the attempts by the governor to reach out to the state assembly, attempts that were rebuffed at every step by the assembly to the point where they locked the governor out of the building?
Can you spend 1 second to just address, for the purpose of this
answer the previous question.
14 months of locking out the assembly members? Can you spend that? Why are you so fascinated by a governor who came to the assembly 2 days after the Supreme Court judgment, who was compelled, by the way, to finally
for you guys.
even decide that these people exist?
But at least he
after 14
obeyed,
months,
he stuck to the rule of
no,
law.
he didn't.
And that says something about him, doesn't it?
He destroyed democracy in Rivers. He destroyed governance in Rivers. And right now, whatever is playing out, he is the author and the finisher of what you describe as that state of emergency. He called for this. Governor Fubara should be held solely accountable. He's the governor, not Minister Wike, not people in the legislature. Well, he is the sole author and the finisher of the crisis in the River State of Nigeria.
I think many people would disagree.
That would be a free exercise of their opinion.
But I want to say,
my view.
I want to say that as always, it's been a very robust discussion, and I like talking with you because you do make your points, but you don't leap on top of the table or bang your fist on the table, which is brilliant. Felix, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Felix Morka is the national.
All right, my people, make we take her from here. Una see Mocha Foam. They asked Mocha Foam question. He could not answer it. And these tactics have been displayed so many times, not just only Mocha Foam. Many of these satanic politicians that go to Arise, most especially Arise and channels, you know what they do? Because it's not Nigeria Watch. Nigeria Watch where we proposed 2 hours. Sometimes we end up 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, because, But on channels and Arise, they are very, very strict with their time. So before the interview will start, I want to let you know how it works. As a journalist, before it starts, if the time you will spend with them is 20 minutes, it's 2 ways. That 20 minutes, either you paid for it or Arise invited you for free to talk on the state of that particular topic. Now, if you are paying, there's a slot they give to you. We were taught all this when we were in the university. In case you want to run your media in that way or whatever, there's a slot that we give to you. They have a slot of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, to a maximum of 45 minutes. Anything more than 45 minutes is now categorized as a day program, which they are going to charge you for a day stuff. For example, When Wike dey River State, they carry musician all the time. They commission roads. Now Wike we dey oh, Wike we dey oh. They're singing and all that. All those kind coverage you see from Arise or channels or TVC and all that, they charge Wike for the whole day. So now you can't know if you want to utilize the whole day or not. So let's come back to Mocha phone. Mocha phone were giving, how many minutes is this? We're giving 30 minutes. And they spent 28 minutes talking from that 30 minutes. Mocha phone already know, say, if he continue to drive around, that 28 or 30 minutes will be exhausted. Many of them are doing this. I don't know, maybe henceforth, many of you will pay attention to them on air. When they ask them questions, they delay, they have this kind of satanic delay tactics to destroy the time. And person way do a pass for the whole Nigeria. Many of them are not going to know. Let me see if anybody know the person way they do that in pass for the whole Nigeria. Quickly write down, only first comment before I go tell you. Politicians will do a pass, where they waste time pass for the whole Nigeria. Can somebody quickly write it on the comment section? Let me see. Nobody will get it though. I'm not sure. Quickly. Madarita don't get it. God bless you, Madarita. It's over. It's over. God bless you, Madarita. You don't talk him. Oshomole na the author of that satanic delay tactics. Oshomole, if you give her 20 minutes, make content talk. That 20 minutes, Oshomole can only deliver something reasonable or significant or important, whatever, maybe 3 minutes from that 20 minutes. The remaining 17 minutes, Oshomole go use and drive past Ogobazowa, Oluku, Amagba. You go, they drive everywhere they go. They drive. The next you go, yes, Shehu go say, all right, thank you very much, former governor of Edo State. Thanks for coming. We'll not go see the head and you not go see the tail. It's a delay tactics. They know what they are doing. Now, do you know why the anchors in channels and Arise don't bother pressuring them to answer that particular question? One, they've paid to come speak to deceive the gullible Nigerians on your platform. And you cannot control them how they deliver it as long as they are still within their time. That's why you see, whenever they ask them question, that question, if they cannot answer it, all the anchors on mainstream media are very, very happy to let them go without not answering that question. And this is one of the reasons why they are scared to go to some strict platform like Nigeria Watch. They go to other social media platform, but here, many of them they fear because they know, say, if you don't answer question, either me or my panelists will throw back that question at you. Whether you like it or not, you will answer it. It's just like our principal, Mr. Peter Obi, go to some platforms. You see, person where supposed to ask Peter Obi question or very vital question, go they use, you go, maybe they say you have 6 minutes. You go use 5 minutes, 30 seconds for inside take Peter Obi, how you take go to the same school with Peter Obi, how you take praise Peter Obi. That's why we are where we are today. Because one, to start with, Peter Obi not send you for your oversabi. Peter Obi gave himself as a leader that we can trust, make we follow him. And the kind of question that should be thrown to Peter Obi in any kind of platform Peter Obi visit should be strict and direct. Then you go see all these people that go, they hear themselves there. No, they hear themselves there. The next thing you go see now is over. You don't go see better 5 minutes collect for their 4 hours or 3 hours, stay with Peter Obi. You don't go see. That is the truth. Many of you might not accept now, but it is the fact. Should we blame Peter Obi for that? No. Now you fair use 5 minutes, 30 seconds when they say may you take ask question. Fair they tell Peter Obi, Peter Obi, your date of birth was the same date of birth. I gave birth to my son. Like one woman will come from America one time. My son now started growing, he now started having hair, he now started walking, he now started jumping, he now become almost like Peter Obi. Then I say, Madam, thank you, your time is over, thank you, God bless you. Then you go come out. The next visit now, our principal, whenever I visit any platform again, now make I teach you now. Some of you now they listen to me. When I know say Peter Obi they go on a platform. Because Peter Obi is very, very selective of the kind of platform he goes, but I don't want to address that. But in case he go on a platform, and me Nigeria better than me day. Anyway, he go, don't consign me. But I want to beg you, the kind of question one is supposed to ask Peter Obi this time, say, Peter Obi, a lot of Nigerians still believe in you, whether you like it or not. One, if you come out again 2027, if they thief your mandate again, you want to tell us, say, make we nobody will be going to get. God have been so wonderful to me in the past. I'm not just saying to talk that one again, no. Because they don't put chukan for your eye, chukan for my eye, chukan for all of us eye. Peter Obi not use that word again. For God have been so nice to me. People should ask Peter Obi, if they chukan for your eye again, how are you going to fight for your mandate? Simple. Even though Peter Obi can't loyal it to us, say, no, it's not my duty to fight for mandate. It's Nigerians. They need to take their country back. Okay. I will not say, I will go start to blame ourselves. But that question should be thrown to him. So, let's come back to Mocha Foam. Upon the continuous demonstration of satanism by the satanic APC and all the satanic individualisms in that satanic party, do we still have gullible Nigerians that can still fly away with their satanic deception on air? Look at somebody that spent 28 minutes on air, could not answer a very, very significant question that was thrown to him. He could not. He said, I'm a very, very whatever. I was trained. I was this. I was that. Then Charles don't already know, say, this one now, you're the Bala Blue. You know, said before, they blame the anchor. Say, no, you must. Why they know they ask the street question? Why they know they call them back? They say they don't answer the question. I can't notice, say, no, there's some ethics rules on these platforms that you must follow. The only person where they jump out of that ethics and rules might be Rufai. And I believe Rufai was deliberately employed to be doing that. Yes. You know, say some people, the way you go employ, you tell them, say, now you go to create Wala for this platform. You're the creator. Your job, as long as you're on the line, they cannot sue us, but create it, you know, in a way, there's no way they can hold you. You go say, yes, sir. They're everywhere. They're everywhere, especially on the mainstream media like this. They have. Yes. So Rufai, they deliberately your employer and say, okay, now you're going to create that one. So Rufai is the only person that can draw you back, say, answer my question, answer it. Stop beating around. Every other anchors, they cannot. So, to the best of my knowledge, Mocha Foam no answer any question today. You only come there to deceive some of you that is listening to me right now. Because they're there everywhere. I will not know say now your enemy, now they watch you pass. You are joking. Now they watch you pass. Your enemies. They are here, they are listening. So they don't use that one fly now, say yes. And I would like to say this for anybody that will argue with me later on. Before you argue with me, you must show me first for inside the Constitution. I get her for here. As Mocha Foam say get her for your head, Charles saying get her for your table, me get her for my table here, and I still get her for my computers for here. It's there here, you're there here. You must be able to tell me this session so that we can read it here before you come to argue with me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us. Mother for all Mommy Diaspora, I appreciate you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all that you do. Good evening to you. Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday to every one of you right there. Martina Ombasuye TV, it's good to hear from you after more than 78 years now. We don't finally hear from you today. Wonderful. Thank God for your presence today. Good evening to you. Thank you very much, everyone right there. Mr. Justin, Madam Moderator, Black Panther, and many others. A link I'll be posted for those of you that want to join this broadcast. You can start coming in. Although my presentation is not over, I'd like us to start from here. There are some little complaints from concerned Nigerians. Let's take it from here.
We, the people of Kogi Central Senatorial District, hereby resolve to commence the process of recalling Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan from the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This will allow us to choose from among the good heads, the patriotic citizens that we have from Kogi Central Senatorial District. Okay, well.
However, the coalition of youth groups included the North Central Youth Council, the Northern Youth Assembly of Nigeria, and Arewa Youth Union criticized the recall process.
We unanimously condemn in totality the so-called suspension and attempted kangaroo process of recalling our distinguished Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan.
The coalition is asking the leadership of the Senate to...
All right. I just say, when I hear that part say, they are still doing everything possible to make sure, because that recall, a lot of people have reached out to me, waiting me and all that. One of our elderly mother in America reached out to me, recall and all that. I have to continue to explain that part. Recall is when the people that elected you come back again to say, we not elect you again, you're not good, you need to come back. There's a process you need to follow, for that to happen. So they are doing everything possible, and the person who carry the Olaga, who carry the first seat, or who lead this satanic process, they say na Yaya Bello allegedly, to make sure say come up for them, make himself go take the space or the spot to become the next senator of that particular constituency. So the process is still going on, but they didn't end there. On the video that I played earlier on, where Natasha cried out now that they are even planning now to take her life, just end them, make it end. So the particular word where they use say nothing go happen if she buy nothing, just squeeze them, strangle her, strangle, nothing will happen. And do you know the truth? Nothing will happen. Although Natasha said if anything happened to her before the court will take a step or whatever, the people will go after Yaya Bello. On that, Senator Natasha Akpoti, I hope nothing happened to you. God forbid, may anything not happen to you. But my madam, my sister, I will call you, my madam, I will call you. Nigerians are cowards. They go talk for only maybe maximum 7 days. Mama, they go forget you. I promise you that. They are cowards. So don't believe, say these people go fight for you. Their life, they never fight for you. None of them against street say nothing go happen. You say if you don't buy, say may they fight for you. No, I rebuke that. I rebuke that statement when you make, I rebuke. And when I hear it today, I say no, say not a better statement from you, madam. Most Nigerians, 99.9% of Nigerians are cowards. Both home and in abroad, they are cowards. 99.9%, they are cowards. I'm telling you. Somebody called me the other day telling me that how can you be in Nigeria, they do what you they do and all that, blah, 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 blah. And I ask and say, okay, when you say make I day, might go Ghana, man, from there they talk. Where? How? Because that's the cowardice that we have practiced. All of us don't jackpot finish come up for Nigeria. We don't jackpot, yes, Nigeria go better one day, but all of us, they our comfort zone, they say Nigeria go better one day. We are not going anywhere. Why the ones who are there here now, they are focusing and they're putting themselves, in. Anyway, my people, what do I know? But I'd like us to move on. I have other videos for you guys. I would like you to listen to this part.
Over 3.90 million graduates are jobless in Nigeria. Post note 2 of 200 naira is now 2,500 naira. That is why we have unwanted pregnancies everywhere. Cost of living don't they kill the living. Condom of 150 before is now 1,500 naira. Hey! Bag of rice of 85 is now 100k. Hey! Clap for yourself. Many people want really go school, but they don't feel afford school fees because it's fucking expensive. Electricity zero, water zero, good roads zero, job opportunity zero. To even lay hand to yourself, they fucking expensive too. Hey, Tinubu! Appendix operation of 50,000 naira before is now 300,000 naira. People don't feel afford that, and they die with them. Hey! Tinubu! To born before for government hospital is 20,000 naira, but now to born for government hospital is 300,000 naira. Hey, men no dey last for bed again. Shebi na who chop na he get power to throw waste.
All right, so many messages are passed through comedy and through order, but the reality is the message. That's my concern. The message. But meanwhile, this one touched me, Sha, but let's listen to it.
This is the amount I have consumed under 3 months. This is the amount I have used under 3 months. End of this thing now. These things are like, it's up to 10. In less than 3 months, I've used like 10 of these. This brand I used to buy before, I stopped buying it because it's expensive now. I stopped buying it because it's expensive now. This thing is like clocking 10k plus now. I went down to a relay. I went to price this thing. They're telling me 8K 75. 8K 75. I bought this thing last 4,500. 4,500 was the amount I bought this thing the last time. Then they're telling me this is 7,500, 8K. The reason I left this one now, when they touch this one, this thing now has gone so high, I cannot even afford it. It's not even, before I don't used to think about buying, I used to just buy it anyhow. In the kitchen, I will have one. Upstairs, I will have one. In my bag, I have house one and outing one. Now I can only afford to buy one. I can only afford to buy only just one. This thing now is now so fucking expensive. Under 3 months, I have used like 10 of these. This thing now here now is 100K plus, everything here now. Under 3 months. This thing that used to be 800 before has gotten to 10K plus. Nigerian government, people, please, people should pity this brand, this Ventolin brand. I left this brand and went down to this Aeroline. Now this Aeroline now come the drag price with Ventolin. Aeroline now come the clock 758K. This one now, I don't even know how much this one be, because I don't even have the mind to kind of price this one that I even usually use. This one that I downgraded to is now expensive. Where I'll see money to buy the next one, I don't know. By the grace of God. Nigerian government, I beg. I don't even know how this thing just became so expensive like this. I cannot even afford this one. This is my own. I cannot even afford this thing. Lord of Jesus.
It's sad. It's very, very sad. If you're one of the people that lives in Nigeria this time and you can eat, you can feed yourself, you can do anything, you just be grateful to God. And for those of you that live abroad, if you have family members back home, this is the best time you should support them even more further. I understand it's not also easy right there in abroad, but trust me, the hardship were there. You know, so if you see me now, I don't tell people may they support me again, because many of them don't decide so I don't want to support me again. I say I get money. I wish say don't go to log itself for house if for good. You know, not even to buy me coffee. They hard sometimes now for people to buy me coffee. Nobody don't ever say, okay, don't worry, the petrol waiting they buy generator or buy fuel, all that they talk. Say I go repair. Nobody. Everybody else because it's a normal thing. Let him come out. But I will ask you, how many of us do you have on social media that is doing this? How many? That's where you're supposed to understand that we should always protect what we have. It's very, very important. Yeah, most times I come here, I just end the show like that. You know, nobody buy me coffee, I'll just leave. I don't bother even talking about. When was the last time I showcased my Nigeria account? I don't even do it anymore. I don't bother. Except maybe somebody requested, please, I want to see it. I don't show our new subscribers here, they even know if we have an account number. You know why? I don't bother. Because I don't want it to look like, oh, we're coming out because of that. But there's nobody on earth, regardless of who you are, that is working that doesn't deserve to be encouraged. But I've come to a point in my life to understand that Nigerians, we are not encouraging at all. We are not encouraging. You know, I go to other platforms where they discuss different things. If you see the way people are pumping money on those platforms, Nigerian platforms, do that yourself. I mean, not be like say they carry the talk for you, where they talk about things that is irrelevant. How people pumping money there, and I say, oh, that means this thing now. Let's say politicians carefully read us. They understand that there's no way Nigeria can ever be better, or there's no way we can ever take action because we are not serious. We are not encouraging. We are not speaking in one voice. Tribalism have taken us so far. It's terrible. Do you know that I can just wake up tomorrow to say, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. We might still be posting video, but I'll just change the platform to something else. You don't know. I have over 2.something million followers on social media across all my platforms. As I'm talking to you right now, I'm streaming from 8 platforms. Yes. But everybody will look you there, say, no, the guy, he got money. Another thing, say, Nigerians also show to you that they prefer fake people, not real people. But I'll leave that one right there. We can't continue like this. Nigeria is hard now. If you cannot support Nigeria, I was not worried. It's okay. But at this moment, if you get family member for back home, especially your papa, your mama, for some of them, away on a papa, mama, their house, and you know, say your papa, mama not too financially stable like that, I beg, don't let them ask you before they give them. I tell you. And for your brothers and sisters, not give them, you set them up. Try to set them up. Ask them what they want to do and invest in them. Thank you, moderator. I can see you. Yes. Say they send your brother and sisters money every month, it's not good. Just set them up. Which business you want to do? Investigate the business by yourself. If you say now 2 million naira, support them with 1.5, or if you can support with all of them, do it. But let them know, say, I've sorted you out forever. Don't come back to me again. You better now only your papa and mama you go to see me the same money go give every month, not any other person. If now your wife in Nigeria, set her up. Now your husband in Nigeria, you get money pass him, set him up. You know, sending money to those kind of people every month, you cannot. You understand me? So, but now only your papa and mama now you not join with the talk. So those people deserve every month support. Your papa and mama not go figure who do any job again. I just wanted to put that one right there because of the video that I showcased just now. But let's listen to 4 other concerned Nigerians.
So the president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as another feed they eat or your country where they say I lack nutrition, where they feed me drink for 1 week. So ma just they tell now if I see opportunity to become an aya killer tomorrow, if I not take a mad die to win. Now me they tell you, if I see opportunity to become an aya killer or kidnapper, if I not do one tomorrow, ma die to win. One person got go down. Because not be me go die there, not be me go carry the cross. I go hospital, they tell me say I lack nutrition. Say man, they eat better food for your country and not see food it. If I see opportunity to become a kidnapper tomorrow or to become a killer, if I not take her, call me a bomb bastard. Now I just they let una they know. Ma just they tell una for ground because una go lost. Now me they tell una. One person got die, me one person leave. Now yeah, this yeah. I lack nutrition. More na ready now war. Tomorrow, if I see opportunity, I killers if una they see me. If una they find
Mr. Naja, was you right?
Down, I wanna go the full pocket with money. Are they available? Pick me. Pick me, enough is enough.
Mr.
Enough is enough. I go bath jazz full body. I go bath enough medicine. Make sure so una go down. This country, everybody go feed it. I don't go. I just in my alone and no see drip. I will take it. Give me the opportunity. If I don't get my match, I will. Now me. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the life where you create will not defeat the liver moon. Mr. President, the life where you and your family gather body take create so person not defeat the breath on inside though. If person talk now you they go you stay do scapegoat, see my hand now drip there inside. Doctor say I lack nutrition for the country where you create. I go lack nutrition. It own me shoot that. I lack nutrition. They say I know the shop one better put for the country where you create. So you doctor our Messiah now you be God. So now you they tell us where we go die and where we go take live. The country where you and your people gather body take create. So now them I don't fish drip 1 week drip. They say I lack nutrition. I know they eat one better food for your country. I say ma can't let you know. Because if we die today, the blood they your head. The blood safe not the war room safe. But the blood they your head. The country where you and your family gather body take create same way we live on inside. They're not the feed they breathe again. I just say ma can't let you know. We not the feed they breathe again. Things there. I say ma can't let you know because if we die today, the blood not the war room but not for your heads. Bola Ahmed Tinubu na carrot and ogu. Your pikin say share bag of rice. The bag of rice where your pikin say share not reach Wario. That one carry white emperor. He wear white like Asia like say you be one better person. Say na Tinubu be your papa. Man not talk before the boy go use me do scheme. Allegedly, the rice not reach Wario. Wanna change you. Wanna do better. They say I lack nutrition. Where they go?
The guy quickly add allegedly, Jordan. Oga Olabo, you were unmuting yourself while video were playing. That was disruptive. What happened? You know, see, you are not even answering me now anymore.
I they answer,
Please,
sorry, Naija. I know they hear anything from your side. I think say they don't, they
and
don't
then you
attack
sort
you.
yourself out. We were fine. Video they play that time when you were talking is disruptive. If you know they hear anything, you know, say now your side, sir. You know, and meanwhile, you send me a video, we can't play your video, sir. Listen, there's instruction must be followed. I told you your video must not be more than 8 minutes. The last time you sent 14 minutes, I'll be 12 minutes. Now you are sending 16 minutes. No. If we want Nigeria to work, let's follow instruction. That's the biggest thing we lack. I just explain, finish now, say, arise. If they give you 15 minutes, now you want to stay. If they give you 20 minutes, now you want to stay. You know, we shouldn't, for me, I try to do things right. 8 minutes. If you want to send me video, let it be 8 minutes dot. Once the first time you do about 10 minutes, you can't apologize. Then the last time you can't do about almost 9 minutes. From there, you can't go do 13 minutes. Now today, now you got to go 16 minutes. If we accept this 16 minutes, and the next time I go do 78 minutes.
No. Naija watch. This one I just say as you they present other one, even if now have not be saying my submission. That was why I no put on. I understand what you say. If you can't do it, my brother, no stress here.
Okay.
I know you are trying.
No. As long
I
as
understand. I agree with you. You are 100%.
Yes, as long as you are on the panel and you are taking it as your submission, please let it be 8 minutes. I'm just trying to get that.
I
right,
agree with you.
You know, so
I
that
agree with you.
If not, I'll prefer you to talk by yourself verbally. Thank you, sir. All right, guys. Like I stated before, some people are passing the message through one way or the other, but the message is still being passed. But let's take this one.
Our exchange rate not stable at all, despite the fact that American government, their economy is getting bad. They've lost 5 trillion in the last 2-3 months. American government, American dollars has lost 5 trillion in the last 2-3 months. In other countries, American dollar is going down, but in Nigeria is going up. Even people who get America, we get the dollar, their economy is shrinking. But in our own country, their dollar is going up. American government said, no, don't come bomb for our country again. So people, when they go bomb for America, they know they change dollar again. They are now using Nigerian naira. They are born here. Despite that, dollar is going up. Again, people going to school in UK. UK said, don't bring your your partner anymore. So that has reduced education tourism by 60%. Despite that, pounds is still going up in Nigeria. Despite removing subsidy. So all our crude oil we sell in dollars. All the dollars supposed to be coming in to be giving our base, strong base. But despite that, dollar is still going up. Despite all that, dollar is going up. Why is dollar going up? It's because our politicians are hoarding the money. And as long as we keep using domiciliary accounts in Nigeria, dollar will remain the same. You can see now that Dangote said he's not doing this naira trade with crude again because he's losing money. So you can see that we have a major problem. Dollar is going up in our own country because politicians are hoarding it, getting ready for 2027. Even National Assembly this week, they said they used some dollars to bribe some honorable, some 25,000, some $10,000 allegedly. So you can see what is going on. It be like say till thy kingdom come, dollar go still they go off our country because our people bad. As I said then, President Tinubu, Kala, Marering, Uwaika, stop the domiciliary account. But as long as they keep this dollar, they are holding it in their houses, in their dome account, forget it. The economy will continue to be like this. If you now one spoiler, make with the spoiler and they go. For me, it's good because I'm an exporter. I make my money in forex. Make it not continue. Now you not go meet and there. You not children go come meet and there. Well done.
Now me use my
my two left legs say I want go church. And time don't go, but my own manage go if at all. And small brain, don't forget say fool I no even cook my fed the motor. So I start on my mind say go back inside. This fool I no even carry you reach junction. I said, talk. My squeeze body, my your manage. Either I buy the foil today, I buy tomorrow, I must buy the foil. Fight with or fight tomorrow, they know they say quick start today. I enter, they go. I reach road, my connect music. It's no green work, I say talk. No wahala. I manage the motor, manage and reach filling station. I don't want to laugh. I'm honestly tired. I reach filling station now. Cash or transfer, I send a transfer. Give me account number. I therefore where they do transfer 10 minutes. Data don't finish. Ete where God go help me punish. Your data, well, I buy data 11,000 every 10 days. Wait here they work. As I they buy for Ete, I they buy for MTN. I look, data don't finish. I try to connect hotspots to MTN where data still there. Network no good. Network no good. All of una life for that MTN no go ever good. I definitely station I feel I will not get money to buy fuel. I remember say small cash, clip of money where they give me, my brother give me for party on Saturday. It did inside my bag. My use and take pay 20,000 naira. My pay 10,000 inside. My manage till I feel sort my data issue. Borrow the change that God go punish all of you now. Clip of 20,000 is 16,000. 14,600 naira. All of you are mad in this country. All of you are the craze. Tinubu no good. You good? You self no good. I don't pay the 10K like that now. I check time don't go. This is why they tell us so church don't close. Now ask me they go like this. I God go help me punish all of you now. From the president where they on top go reach the end, no one get ahead.
And that is the truth. The frustration in Nigeria, oh God. As I talk to my son, my soul does spoil, pata. My soul does spoil. Because no light, solar walk. Tell you, say, I can't walk anymore, I'm tired. Even the solar tell me, say, he's tired of this country. Solar goes spoil, generator goes spoil, everything goes spoil, the country goes spoil, the people spoil, president spoil, everything, religious leaders spoil, traditional leaders spoil, and nothing is working in this country. Nothing is working. My solar does spoil, the inverter where they say, they say, they get one where they call and say it is spoil. Now I need to buy a new one now to spend about 1.6 million naira now to buy another inverter. Not be the panel, solar. It does spoil as I talk to now so. It does spoil. Everybody is complaining. I know says the first thing where people go talk now, what are you doing there? Come back where? Where you say my come back to? Do I have another country?
UK. UK, United Kingdom.
The way you are, Mr. Jonathan, the way you are Black Panther, they follow me. Mona let me view. I did my country. To be honest, it's so frustrating. You know why I'm still here? Let me quickly tell you guys something. I'm trying by all means, by God's grace, make I not turn my back on Nigeria. I don't see people we don't invest for Nigeria, we don't try to do Nigeria and everything, but later they can say, God forbid. And once they leave, they know they come back again, never ever. I did pray every day, they do everything possible. I don't want to see myself for that category. But listen, my people, Nigeria is frustrating. No. Living in a country where there's no health care system, no road, no security, no light, no water, nothing. Absolutely nothing is working here. I'm not exaggerating. I'm telling you the absolute truth. I'm telling you the absolute truth. Like yesterday, I was so mad over my soul. I was like, God, what it be this? What be this? So like what we do before now, you spend about 6.something million or so. Now to do one is about almost 12 million naira. If you want to do the regular one now, you do it about 3.something to 4 million naira. Depend. People they do that one, maybe you don't need AC and all that. This country is messed up. Then, if you say me you rely on generator, you are finished on earth and in heaven. Tell me why Nigerian government cannot give a 24 hours light in this country since Nigeria was created till now. Tell me why. Now, for the data where they talk, not true. I dey tell you that not true. I tell you how much I dey spend for data take day here with una every day. Every day. Some people think say, no, you like to be doing it. Every day. But we don't complain of these things. How many people in Nigeria will feel watch straight 2 hours video? They don't feel try them. Do you know that my audience they lives abroad? Nobody in Nigeria where they feel watch us from start to finish. Except say they get unlimited. And the unlimited not be depend on your level. Me, I'm using a heavy duty internet to run my media because of the software that I use. The software that I use, they are very powerful, so they don't need all those kind internet from MTN and what they call an Airtel. No. We have a very different kind of internet in the house that can carry this kind of program. The country is terrible. It's terrible. I'm just telling you the truth. It's terrible. This is Nigeria where you see doctors, billionaires selling their houses in Lekki, VI, jackpotting out of the country with their wife and children. It's not about now who get money or who not get money. The country is just terrible. Nothing is working here. That's just the truth. I wish there is something that is working. I will tell you now. It's not there. Okay, maybe the air. I can say the air we breathe. But that's not from the government, it's from God. Apart from that, nothing else is working. It's terrible. I don't get super chat finally. Oh, thank God. Oh, my preaching can never be in vain. Jesus, they said, Sebo. Mother Stella, myself, don't remember me today. Thank you very much, ma. As usual, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm very, very grateful for this. Trust me. You see, we need this money. It's very, very important. People like us don't feel cry, come and tell us, oh, we need money. Please donate money for. We cannot do it. Just only do your part by yourself. I can never go to anybody's inbox to say, Alpha. No, I don't do that. But always encourage us. It's very, very important. You see now? You see now? You see, that one, you're the maintenance there by itself. It does spoil already, but you're the maintenance there. My people, thank you very much, my people. Now, God, I will bless you. I appreciate every one of you. Thanks for your time. Mother Stella, I'm very, very grateful for this. My pocket never ever run dry. Thanks for always being there alongside with many others. I'm very, very grateful. Guys, try to remember your family members back home. The one you know, so you get a good relationship with. I know, say, so family member that already destroyed their future. Any greedy family member, this time they'll take suffer. That your brother, your sister, your pikin with their brother will say, not be better person. And this time they'll take prepare you. Now they're not going to remember you because you'll be so greedy, selfish all along. And this time they help you now, but you don't destroy your life. Those people that believe in the category of say, tomorrow, not day, let me shop today and forget tomorrow. And this time they take the suffer well. Because nobody they help them. You know, build house for me, you go to build your own, you go to build your own. Repair my car, you go to repair you, you go to save, you go to give you times 10. They are terrible in this country. Oh, I don't get another super chat. Thank you so much, my people. And God will bless you. James Omen, thank you so much. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you. Your pocket never ever run dry. Thank you. Oh, I got another one again. Thank you. You see now, they say ask and it shall be given unto you. Thank you. I'm very, very grateful. You know, I'm not taking none of you for granted. Michael and Amaro, God bless you, sir. Thank you very much for everything. And you just give me money, still they tell me thank you. Michael and Amaro, now you give me money, you still tell me say thank you. Now me supposed to say thank you. Why are you doing my duty? Why are you trying to do my job? You give me money, then you stop there. Now there your own work finish. My work now come, I'll not say thank you. Then you are not helping me to say thank you. Thank you very much. God will bless you. I'm grateful. Thank you, my people. And God will bless every one of you right there. If you know you cannot support us financially, always do your part. Press on the like, help us to share. You see my wonderful panelists, they learn themselves up there. Let our voices always go far. But meanwhile, I still get one particular video for now before we go start to the talk.
Yeah, so if you notice now, for the past 6 days, I've been making videos about this 30 days run challenge. I've been seeing videos flying everywhere, blogs I've been posting. No official addressing of the citizens or anything from any government official. But a lady made a video and she got a statement from NYSC within 24 hours or before 24 hours she made a video. That's to show you they see what we do. But they can never take us serious until we swing into action. So first of all, what I think we should do, I don't know much about Nigerian government-owned brands or companies. I don't know, but you guys can help me and list it out in the comment section. We have to start boycotting any company or brand or anything that is owned by any government official. That is when they are going to take us serious. We are more than 150 million in this country. We are more than 150 million. So when we start boycotting whatever is owned by the government and they start losing revenues, tell me why they will not come and address any issue. And then we are going to start unfollowing all these celebrities, these stupid actresses, stupid actors, stupid musicians that only care about themselves, that cannot address anything, stupid skit makers that will be making videos. They use Una, they use me, make millions every day from Facebook, YouTube. Go and watch full video on YouTube. Go and watch full video on Facebook. But now youths are crying out, citizens are crying out. Help us, and at least, even if you don't want to talk out, send the message through skits and posts. You cannot do it. But if not to use us milk money, do show, do unnecessary rubbish where you go use make money, you will do that one. Make video and post about 30 days run challenge. You have 6 million, you have 7 million, you have millions of people following you. Everyone on social media, you cannot do it. We are going to start listening at the celebrities that have not said anything at all of this 30 days run challenge for the past 6 days. Help me and drop the names in the comment section, and we are going to mass unfollow them one after the other. When they start losing followers, then we will know if they are not going to take us serious too. So these are the two things I want you guys to do for me. I don't know any government-owned companies, but you can drop in the comment section. We are going to start boycotting any government-owned brand, companies, anything at all that is owned by companies that we patronize. And two, mass unfollowing any influencer, skit maker, musician, actor, all of them that have not said or done anything at all about this 30 days run challenge. You understand? That's what I want you guys to help me and do for now. Thank you.
I support this guy. He's a skit maker, but he's always there. He's always there speaking truth to power. I support him 100%. You know why? A lot of celebrities are not talking. In fact, if not all, they don't talk. They are not interested. During the time of election, they don't use their big platform to talk to Nigerians, the right person to vote for. Many of them are satanic. They are very, very selfish. You know, they don't contribute to the things that is affecting us in Nigeria. They are not interested. As we are speaking right now, many of them are silent. So I wish Nigerians can listen to this kind of message, to unfollow people like this, you know, and the government officials, any of them that have any company, any kind of businesses in Nigeria that you know, boycott them. Don't patronize them never again, because all of them are part of the reason why we are where we are today. So it's crazy, my people. I don't know. Thank you very much, my people. I'm done. I'm done with my own presentation today, but I have only one article that I'd like to quickly take so that we can start talking. You know, just hold on, guys. Let me put this article on the screen concerning Natasha again. You know, Natasha say all of the way did that Senate for them. May they go to test them drug. All of them are drug baron, drug addicts. They take drug before they enter inside, they allegedly. So Natasha fires back at Karima, calls for regular drug tests for lawmakers. See, you know, so I have a look for a quote because I don't want to read, I don't want to read. Other Kogi lawmakers, and I played major role in ensuring that the state was not brought to ridicule. But blah, 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 blah. Let me just leave it like that. I don't have the strength to read right now. You know, but yes. So Natasha is revealing more, and that's why they want to permanently just shut her up. But I pray God continue to protect her. Yes, because by now, Nigerians, I don't know what we are doing. Yes, nothing is working in the country. Let's be honest. Even you where they work for the government, you know, say nothing is working, but because of the peanut they are putting in your account, you are good to turn your back on the people and work for them. Yes, my people, I appreciate every one of you. That's all I have for you guys today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. For those of you that super chatted me, I'm very, very grateful. I'd like to quickly appreciate Peggy Modi. Thanks very much, man, for all that you do. I'm very, very grateful. Your pocket never ever run dry. God bless you all, my people. Guys, help us to press on the like, help us to share. I'm going to take some calls right now. For those of you that want to call in, I'm only going to wait for a very short period so that because I have almost a full panel, so I want my panelists to start talking on time. But me normally I say I don't wait for my callers. My callers are very, very important to me as well. So let me see if you guys are going to call in now. If nobody's calling in the next 15 seconds, I will just move on. I appreciate every one of you guys. Subscribe to our channel if you are not yet subscribed. And hit the notification bell. Sometimes you subscribe, you know, hit the notification bell. You might not know when we'll air or when we post a video. You know, so try to do all that. As you know that we are not posting 1 or 2 videos for you during the day as demanded by many of you. So we are already doing that, you know, as demanded by many of you. So we are already doing that. So always stay glued to your device so that you know whenever we post this videos. But meanwhile, before I will move on to everybody, I would just like us to listen to the video of Mr. Alabo first. You know, he's also the first person anyway, so yes, which is good. He's also the first person. Like us to listen to this video quickly, then we'll take it from here. Guys, let's do this together.
Nigerians, Gen Z generation, millennial generation, this is a wonderful time for every one of you to speak out for this 30 days ranting challenge for bad governance. However, this way is a welcoming one, but there is something I want us to do more. Not just ranting online, but we can make a step forward. After the 30 days challenge, can we step out and block the House of Assemblies, National Assemblies, block Asu Rock, block every government house, and demand for accountability, demand for electoral reform? Because in all this cry and all this ranting, everyone is shouting. It's not going to go anywhere. These people, most of them, your president said he doesn't go to social media because you people abuse the hell out of him. He doesn't read or listen to any of your videos. But the only way your president can hear you is when you are on the street. It's people like you and me that make China what it is today. It's young people like you and me that made Egypt what Egypt is today. We can do it in Nigeria. The only way for us to make Nigeria work is through electoral reform process, where your vote will count, where your institution will be stronger than the people. That is the only way. As it is today in Nigeria, there is three men holding Nigeria to ransom. Nobody can do anything without these 3 men. You can't do anything without Tinubu. You cannot do anything without Akpabio. When it comes to the legislative arms, when it comes to the judiciary, you cannot win your case. Judiciary and INEC is controlled by Wike. You cannot win election without visiting Wike in Abuja or in Rivers State. You cannot do anything in Nigeria without the approval of President Tinubu. He's a general. These 3 people today, they are general. Even retired generals and past head of state are even scared of them. They have become so powerful and they are more stronger than the institution. And that is why you find yourself where we are today. These 3 people I've mentioned for you, not that they are the problem of Nigeria. No, they are not the only one. Youth like you and me are still the same people. who had the tools in their hands. They use in carrying out the manipulating process, whatever thing they do. It is you and me, some youth, who are benefiting from them. So for us to make the Nigeria our better place, don't look at, they have manipulated you with religion. That is another major problem we have in our country. The religion that makes you believe that you can come to church and spend 7 days in fasting and prayers while people are busy in manufacturing company, producing something, manufacturing, making research. You are there spending your time in church. Nobody said you should not pray to God. God is not religion. If you believe in God, the creator of heaven and earth, I also believe. But you shouldn't be brainwashed when you are supposed to be going to work, then be sitting down and be praying for work to fly down and come and meet you in the house. Sitting down and be praying for you to pass exam that you need to read, things that God has given you wisdom to do. You are not praying, taking your time. But religion has brainwashed you to make you understand that you have to go through violence. Some people who do not believe in you, believe in your own religion, they are infidel. So you have to destroy them and destroy yourself. And when you die, you are going to heaven and you will meet 7 virgins. The same virgin you can find here on earth and marry. So why is the one in heaven enticing you? And the same people who told you when you die and go to heaven, you're going to meet a virgin. Those people tell them to come and do that same thing. Their children, they send them to the best school in abroad. They cannot send their children to do that same suicide they want you to do. That is the irony of it. The same people who are telling you to come to their church and spend 7 days, don't go to work. They cannot tell their children to stay. They are sending them to a better school. They are giving them a better future. So why? You became a fool in their own hands. So religion is part of the problem we are having. And why are you seeing that religious leader cannot criticize politicians? The EFCC chairman is a redeemed pastor. He came out on national television and told us that religious leader aid politicians to launder money. Do you think he was lying? How many religious leaders that came out to said, you are lying, and we were bold enough to challenge him? Come and tell us, those religious leaders. That is the business that is happening. Most of those religious leaders you see, they have soiled their hand. They are friends with politicians. Some of them are politicians. You can see some of them are becoming governor. So you wonder yourself. They work together. They help politicians in this corruption. They are the friends of politicians. So how do you think they would dare? And they are there taking your 10 naira offering. You think your 10 naira offering or 20 naira offering you are putting is not big enough. Let's say one who have a congregation of 1,000 and everybody comes with 20 naira. How much do you think? Times 30 days. That is the thing. You think it doesn't mean anything. It means something so much to them. And they cannot. They say they believe in the Bible. In the days of old, we heard that when Saul, the king of Israel, misbehaved, is it not Samuel that went to him and tell him, you have done something wrong, for this, the God is not with you. You have lost your throne. How many of our leaders, our spiritual leaders, can be bold enough to look into politicians' eyes and criticize them? The only man I see speaking, which I have not seen other people on TV doing that, Prophet Isa, yeah, I think so, from Plateau State. I have seen him criticize this government and tell people to rise and defend their constitution and democracy in Nigeria. How many spiritual leaders are doing these things? So my concern today is for every one of you who are speaking in this challenge today, put in your voice. You cannot achieve this challenge. We cannot succeed without electoral reform. Electoral reform is where you have a process. The process that brought President Tinubu, General Tinubu into office is an illegal process, which was marred with a lot of manipulation. You have seen what happened. Who made him a president? It's the Supreme Court. So we need a process where we will elect our leaders from the polling unit, and we will see our result in real time. The human factors will be minimized. We know we are not going to erase it or expunge or eliminate it totally, but gradually it will minimize at least. We will have people where you will see a copper will not begin to take 100,000 naira to rewrite a result from different things from what people voted. So that one professor, other places, professors are known for research and other things. But Nigerians professors are used to manipulate elections. So we don't want those things that one professor will come to rewrite the result. That is why we must stand as we are doing this 30 days run challenge. I want every one of us to step out on the street also and hold our leaders. Let's begin to demand for electoral reform. If they don't do electoral reform this year, next year it will be impossible. Is it the same electoral process? You saw what happened in Edo State. Is that the kind of electoral process you want in your country? Is it the same electoral process that Wike will say because you did not visit me, you will lose the election? Is that the kind of electoral process you want? We have few individuals that are stronger than institution. They can stay in their house and decide who win election. No. So we need electoral process where you will vote from your polling unit. You can see in the real time your vote. You can follow your vote up. Nobody can manipulate or rewrite the result. The one that will go through the beavers, the one that will go through the IRF, that is the one we will recognize. And anyone who wants to ferment any violence on the process of the election will face capital punishment. And any man, any INEC officials who want to compromise the system will face capital punishment. Those are the laws. Not that we don't have the beavers, not that we don't have the IRF, but they are not backed by law. That is the problem we had, which the one that Mahmoud will sit down and declare and decide to write different things from what happened from the polling unit where you voted. You will vote from your polling unit, you will see that your party is winning. But when they are declaring the result, another person is being declared. That is the thing we need to talk about today, so that we will see the rating, who is leading, and the process of primaries. Primaries, how to select our leaders. That is another thing. If you don't hold this thing in a better way, that is why we need to begin electoral reform where we will have an independent candidate. Because political parties are corrupt. Not everybody will have 50 million naira or 100 million to buy buy form to contest. But if I am an independent candidate and I have that 100 million, I can use it for my logistics, going for places for my campaign. Instead of that, is why politicians will go and borrow money to rig election, borrow money, and at the end they want to make it do or die because they know how much they have borrowed, how much they have spent. Those are things we need to minimize. Political parties have been captured. The current administration has captured every political party today. If you think you want to go to political party to go, you cannot enter because the bad people have occupied the system. But if we have this electoral reform that will bring in people like independent candidates, like person like me, person like you, and other good people who have good intention for Nigeria can come out without any political parties. People who will love them genuinely will support them and vote for them. That is the essence of the independent candidate. And most of us who are in diaspora can also participate in the electoral process. That is the only way we can take our country back from this criminal element. These people have captured our institutions. Institutions is meant to be stronger than the people. If you are living abroad, you can confirm this to know that you don't see any police station around you. You don't see any police always on the street. But if there is any incident, in 5 minutes you will see the police. Because not that they have a lot of police people. They are not, but people are much, but people respect institutions. People respect institutions. If there is speed limit for where for you to drive, not that somebody is watching you, but because you respect the institution, you will drive slowly. Because if you make mistake and you speed, you're going to get a ticket. Your license can be withdrawn from you. You will be suspended from driving for like a year or 2 years. So nobody wants to go into those processes. So people respect institutions. Do we have such thing in Nigeria? No, we don't have those things. Individuals are stronger than the institution. One single man is controlling the judiciary and the INEC. One man is controlling the legislative arms. And one man is controlling the executive arms. So we need a process where we will have better people can come in, because criminals have occupied. They have occupied the space. So we will no longer have the good people who wants to come into politics are scared. They are not giving them any opportunity to come in. And some people who are even good, when they go in, the system just even corrupt them. You begin to wonder what is happening. That is why we must have to address this. That is why you who is ranting today, if you are given opportunity to be an PA to Tinubu's son, your language will change. That is why change has to begin with you. We must place value. We must place value. Let me repeat this. We must place value above anything. So your integrity is very important. So no matter anything that will happen, you are not going to compromise. That is the only way we're going to get a better Nigeria. The people you see today, you call them your leaders. They were citizens like you who were ranting. And people thought they were good people. They were Democrats. Today, are they not the same people? The same people who organized protests in 2012 and said, good luck, don't remove subsidy. Is it not the same man who came to remove subsidy? Yes, you can see they are hypocrites. They are not Democrats. They are only power mongers. They are looking for process to capture power. So our target should not be just to capture power, but we should put the right people in position. You are more qualified than those people sitting down there. What are you waiting for? So for us to take back our country, we must come together and begin the process. Demand. That is why I say let's hit the street and hold the national assemblies. They are the one to start this. So we'll tell them this is the kind of electoral reform. So they will pass it and it will be backed by law. So that one chief judge will not sit down anywhere and tell us that is the manual collection is what is recognized by law. So the one from the IRF and the BVAS, which INEC took billions of nairas and procure, is just useless. So we cannot continue in this way. So Nigerians, the Gen Z generation and the millennium generation, let's come out together and take back our country from this criminal element. Yes, we can do. The change must begin from you and me. All of us must accept this change and change our behavior and our perception towards Nigeria and take it back from this criminal element. Yes, we can do it.
Thank you, Mr. Alabo, for that wonderful message, but I'll come back to it shortly. Thank you very much, Mother Deborah, for calling in. Good evening to you, ma. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Happy Sunday. It's a long presentation today.
Yes, I know. Thank you, ma. Please talk
It's
to us.
okay. I don't even know where to start from. Let me just start from the last. Good evening to everyone, all our viewers and commenters all over the world. I just want to make a quick contribution. I'll start from the last video that you just showcased. Everything that guy said in that video is true, but I'm sorry to disappoint him. If he's expecting this current government of Tinubu himself to do an electoral reform before 2027, I think he's just dreaming, because with this current administration, Tinubu will not do any electoral reform that will change anything. Because people should not forget how he himself came into power, 2023, all that happened. Even then, he was not a president, but he was able to manipulate everything, buy the entire judiciary, bought everyone, and he was sworn in. So now he's the president of Nigeria, and you think anything can stop him from coming back a second term? I think it's only God that can. Me, I'm just, except miracle happen, For anybody thinking that one electoral with this current government in Nigeria, anybody still dreaming that something is one person, who is going to make the reform? Who? Is it the same people who caused the same problem that are going to solve it? Those people are not going to change anything. So that, to me, is dead on arrival because it's not going to happen. So if you want to see how serious Nigerians are, just go to social media and see the things that they are doing on social media. If you watch the kind of things they are doing on social media, that will tell you how serious that Nigerian youths are. So those people that you think are going to boycott celebrities, or they are not going to do it. Even during the last election, many of the celebrities did not come out to do anything. People are still following them. If they want to do any show today, you will see millions of youths that will go and watch them. So all these things that they are saying, I don't see the average Nigerian youth does not care. They don't care. They're just looking for ways to make money and get entertained. They don't even care. A lot of them don't even care about what is going on in Nigeria, sadly. So all these things, I don't see anything that is going to change. As far as I'm concerned, say people should come out and protest. Nobody is going to come out and do anything. If you're expecting Nigerians to come out and do one thing, I don't see that happening. The only opportunity that they had 2023 after that election, and they refused to use it, that is when I know it's gone. So now Tinubu is in power. He's going to use every force, everything within his capacity to come back to power in 2027, and they will not do anything. Nobody will stop it. He's already exacting his power. He has removed a sitting governor, and nothing has happened. So anybody still thinking that magic is going to happen, that this current government is going to change anything, I think it's just a mirage. The person is just dreaming.
Okay.
It's not going to happen, except miracle happens.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, Mr. Elvis. And regarding Senator Natasha, well, this is a proof to Nigerians to know that this government does not care about anybody. If they could do this to a whole sitting senator, then I think they are just trying to use that to serve as a warning to anybody who wants to stand on their way, to threaten people, to say, look, if you want to come after us, this is what we're going to do to you. And it's just to frighten people the more, so that people will nobody will come out to challenge them, or nobody will come out to talk to them. It's a very sad situation, and I don't think anything is going to change except miracle happen, which I'm still waiting to see. But otherwise, this whole thing is going to continue. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you very much, man. God bless you. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Mr. Alabo, thanks for your submission earlier on. According to Madam Deborah, that's what I wanted to say as well, that if we're expecting the electoral reform to happen before 2027, that's impossible. For any reason it happens, Tinubu is still going to be the person that will make the change, right? So it's still going to be the same thing. So I don't know how this is going to be possible, but it's good to talk about it. It's good to put out a campaign on it. So, well, who knows? But let me quickly go to Madarita to talk to us. Madarita, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, man. Let's talk to us. 8 minutes.
Yes, Mr. Elvis, thank you very much. Good evening. Good afternoon.
Yes,
Late afternoon here. And my lovely mommy diaspora, Lamehi. And I'm greeting everybody in the comment section and also on the panel, Prince Alabo, Mr. Odua, Mr. Jonathan, and Prince Collins. There's a whole lot going on. It's just a whole lot. I wonder, where is Madam Origin? Our cheerleader. She's not here. We miss you, ma. Please, we want to hear your voice and your opinions. And thank you very much, Madam Deborah. What you said is just exactly what is in my mind. Nigerians, Mr. Elvis has said, Nigerians are cowards. And nobody would sacrifice anything or anybody for themselves. Nobody would do it. Natasha Kuti, I just want to pray that the Lord will continue to protect you and your family, because these demonic people, if they can't get you, they'll try to get, somebody close to you. That's just how they operate. They're as predictable as that. I just pray for this woman. I urge everybody to please put Natasha Apoti in your prayers. If you don't like her because she's beautiful, if you don't like the sound of her voice or how she speaks, if you don't like anything about her, if you don't even like how she dresses, at least pray for her because of her children. Pray for her because of her children. We don't want to see another Benazir Bhutto, happen in Nigeria, the former Pakistani president, because when I see her, she reminds me of that woman. And unfortunately, she was taken down. We don't want that happening in Nigeria. We don't even want that happening to women. We don't want that happening to anybody, not just women, but anybody. We don't want that happening to anybody who is speaking their truth. We don't want that to happen to anybody who is speaking for their people. Because what the elites do or what the political class do is show you an example of what will happen to you if you want to act a certain way. That's exactly what they're doing to Natasha Apoti Oduaha. They're trying to tell every politician, both male and female, in the Senate, for example, if you go against this, if you speak against the Senate, this is exactly what's going to happen to you. This is like a draconian system of government. If there's anything beyond Stalin or what's this other lady, Napoleon, it's a hybrid. I don't want to even use the man from Germany. I don't want to call his name. It's like it has morphed into something that you're just trying to define what it is, but it's hard. That's why I'm using the word hybrid. It has gone beyond the level of this is how we've seen horrible leaders in the past. What are we going to use to define? What adjective are we going to use to define what is going on in Nigeria? It's a very sad situation. In fact, just not talking about Natasha's issue, it encompasses every other issues that we've talked about. People complaining about all kinds of things going on in Nigeria. It's just so overwhelming. It's so overwhelming, and even with, what's that lady, the lady with the Beanie girl with the red scarf, she's talking about the tariff, about how expensive data is. Need to remind you, and I think sometimes, when these policies are put out there, by the useless institutions, because the institutions are not useful, to the quality of life of Nigerians. So that's why I'm terming them useless. That's just like a very nice word to use at this point. The useless institutions, when they use the so-called lawmakers to make certain policies, sometimes we forget. And it is natural that we forget because every day we are faced with pain, suffering, and sorrow every single day. So we might forget what happened last week, the decisions that they made last week, because the next day, something else is happening. The next day, another thing is happening that is making us cry all the time. January of 2025, I remember, I think, Mr. Elvis, you played this on the show. I can't really remember. I think so. We talked about tariffs, right? January of 2025, the NCC, that's the Nigerian Communications Commission, they approved 50%. I repeat, 50%. The NCC approved 50% increase in mobile tariffs. The NCC, January of 2025, approved 50% increase in mobile tariffs. That's why everybody's screaming now. They have forgotten what happened in January. They have forgotten in December. They were telling us ahead of time. So now, I really wish that when things like this happen, when we are feeling it like this, it's good for, I don't know, I'm forgetting her name, the lady you played with the red and scarf. It's good for people like that to really go back and remind people that this is the reason why when certain things happen, you have to act, because you are going to face it in front. If they remind
her name is
them,
Mama
okay,
P,
Mama
Precious.
P, yeah, Mama P. Because in 2025, many Nigerians ignored it. Some people didn't even bother, but they did not know the consequence of that increase. They didn't know so that is why anybody shouting now is not just shouting. Go back to the policies and the bills that these satanic entities have placed out there, and now it's echoing back as pain to us. And guess what? They approved that one for MTN. And now, okay, the likes of Glow and the other one, they said their services is terrible. Very, very terrible. And it's not, when you talk about mobile tariffs, it's not just, buy credits on your phone. It's also going about, internet connection. Everything is included. Everything has gone high, 50%. That's some serious money. If you were paying 1,005, for example, 20 gigs, I was reading it a while ago, 20 gigs MTN data plan, it increased from 5,500 to 7,500. Now, if you have 15 gigs plan, it increased from 4,500 to 6,500. So you see, 2,000 naira was added to every mobile usage that you are using today. So if you are paying 1,000 naira, or let's just say 2,000 naira now for data in your phone, it will not last you less than 5 minutes. Yeah, it will not last you. So somebody, a country where the quality of life is pitiable, and people are bawling and gnashing their teeth every day. How many people can afford it? So when you want to call your relatives in Nigeria, or you want to have some connection, please don't quarrel with them and say, put on your data. Put on your data. Please remember the increase in the mobile tariffs. Please remember that. It's unfortunate, but this is what we are faced with. I don't know. I'm just getting to a point where, you know what? These complaints constantly, we are not seeing anything happening because Nigerians are predictable. It's almost seems as if you just stop talking and just, go with the flow. That's why, sometimes I think about Mr. Elvis. I don't know how this guy is doing it, but the grace of God is upon you, Mr. Elvis. Coming here every day, using your data for this for hours. Sometimes you even leave us and you just go to sleep. And then electricity, I don't know how you're doing it. So please, I am appealing to everybody out there, whether it's a Naira or foreign currency, please support Mr. Elvis. Please support him. Many of you who watch Nigeria Watch, even if you want to watch it for 30 minutes, and because they're not talking, or they're not saying things the way you like, at least you know what this guy, you say, this guy, they try. You say, at least they try coming in every day. So it's not a question of, because Mr. Elvis is a proud man and he doesn't ask things for people. He actually gives to people, but it's, I feel, it's a responsibility of everyone who comes to this program, everyone who listens, everyone who loves, if you love the Dr. CM, or if you even love me just because of me, please support Naija Watch. If not, you don't like Mr. Naija Watch or how he speaks at all. You don't even like the tone of his voice, or you feel he's not speaking your language. At least maybe you like one person here. You like Mr. Sam, a mother that comes here, or you like Mr. Odua, or Mr. Jonathan Kinsey that educates us here, or Prince Collins, or even Black Panther that screams all the time, or Mr. Two Naija that that screams as well, or goes off key. It's just because of these people. Pick one of them and say, you know what, I want to support this guy because what he's doing, I cannot do it. I cannot do what Mr. Elvis is doing. I've said it before, I can't. 24/7, constantly giving people information, teaching people, having someone like Mr. Jonathan come here and now talk about finance. Or you see Dr. CM just come here and he talks about science, or even Odu herself that talks like the regular guy that is in the street, and this is our reality. Just because of that, please support this channel. If you know you don't have Naira account, you know what to do. There's a $sign there on the corner. You can just click on it and do the needful. If you can't do it, ask for help. If you have a Naira account, Mr. Elvis, please, I think you should display your Naira account. I know it's a Zenith account. You should display it on the screen. Let it be streaming the way your Drvg is streaming. It should stream that way, because you never know who is watching, and it's just a click, and they try to support you. It's not easy. Mr. Elvis, God bless you. God bless you, because I cannot do what you're doing. I really can't. It's not easy for everyone, but at least little counts. And Mr. Elvis is a very appreciative man. And even in the midst of this hardship, Mr. Elvis is still giving. I don't understand the kind of man you are. He's still giving. May God bless you, sir. May God really, really bless you. And there's something Natasha was saying. She said, when she was saying that if anything happens to her, Kogi people will come after her. I have a feeling that she's not referring to Kogi people, Mr. Elvis. I think she has something that if anything happens to her, this is what will be done. It got nothing to do with Kogi people. Because I think for now, she's fighting for them. And this is what she already knows, that the people are not so empowered. The people are intimidated. You know, a lot of them are uneducated. They are unaware of what is really happening, and they really can't go against this demonic entity. So what I think she's referring to is something beyond what you and I know. And I think it's a personal thing, but I just hope nothing happens to her. We don't want to see another Benazin Bhutto in Nigeria. It is not part of us. Nothing will happen to Natasha. Please pray for this woman. She's a brave woman. She's a brave woman. And I'm hoping that whatever law is passed, maybe they should call it Natasha law, something that has to do with protecting the dignity of a woman in Nigeria. Okay, I should ring bell. So let me stop. Before they say I'm a woman, I'm taking over. Thank you, Mr.
Okay.
Elvis.
All right, before you go, you said maybe there's something beyond, or rather what we can see. Margarita, there's nothing. She mentioned, unquote, if anything happened to me, before the court will pass judgment, the people will ask you. The people will come for you. The people will come for your family. The people will come for your children. That's a statement, unquote. So,
and she has to use Kogi people, Mr. Elvis. She can't say my people. I think, I don't know. It's just it's something I just
see. Any people, doesn't have to be Kogi man, the Margarita.
Oh, okay. Perhaps, or maybe her husband's people. Maybe they've put something
anybody down. She's calling all are cowards in advance. Simple. She's calling human beings, she's not calling animals. So she shouldn't speak in a negative terms, because we don't want anything to happen to her. Anybody she's calling to fight on her behalf, God forbid anything happen to her, all of them are already cowards in advance. I'm telling you, nothing will happen. According to her, before the court, she was not calling that my husband or my family will go to court. She ruled out the court. Before the court will pass anything, the people will come for you, your family, and your children. That's her statement now. So that means she's saying, God forbid anything happen to her, the people will fight for me. In other words, that's what she's trying to say. And me, I'm telling you that the people are cowards. They will not fight anything. That's saying Natasha, if you are hearing me, you are alive today. The people you are calling, they are already cowards in advance. So nothing will happen to you. So say amen.
Amen. No, nothing will happen to her. Amen. Amen. No, please, nothing should happen to this woman. I beg.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Please call us. Please talk to us. Good evening to you. It's good to have you on the show.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I'm just, I didn't even let us got it to my tongue. I'm just meditating.
Mr. Elvis, is it?
Yeah, but Jonathan, do you want to come in? Do you want to come in?
Okay, you can go ahead. Okay, I told you.
No, Mr. Jonathan, call me so that he can get his test stabilized before that.
Yeah,
before we continue, hold on. Let me talk to Black Panther. Black Panther, thank you, my brother, for calling. Talk to us quickly.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you for what you're doing and what you will do in future.
Hey, the noise there, Black Panther. What's happening now? Mute yourself.
You say you get foul did the Black Panther. You get chicken for them.
Disrupting the media now. Okay, call back, Black Panther. Call back. I have to cut it off, please. Now you call by yourself. You should be in a better environment before you call it to this show. You did now. You call, not be me call you. So that means you were well prepared. Black Panther, there's noise on your background, for Christ's sake.
There's no noise there.
What about the queen where they happen for them?
Oh, that means that somebody dropped something. They moved something.
But the queen on your side, it happen now.
It happen outside now. Come on there.
But that's still your side be that now. So you need to apologize to us.
Mr. Elvis.
Black Panther, I found you get poultry, you get chicken.
You know, give the food.
I bet people should free Black Panther, beg.
You not give the poultry people or the chicken. You don't give the food.
They don't talk food now. Everywhere they hot for you do what now. So I want to thank you for what you're doing, and I want to place this on the ground, on the table of the panelists now. We should start speaking on the solution, because people are there are listening to us directly. What we speak on when we speak on the solution, they will start picking the one they will disseminate to the Nigerians. Please, I beg every one of us, you start speaking. We know Nigerians are those that we know everything you want to say about the Nigerian people, but let's start advocating for the solution to it now. Let's start digesting it, dividing it, so that, because people already started preparing for 2027. I don't know many of you watched Nigeria Watch yesterday. They've already started. So let us devise. It's going to be, if we participate in it, it's going to be either take it or we all go inside the drain and forever we go down. So it's a life issue now. Our life depends on it now. Let's not joke about it. Our life depends on it now, and let's take it that way. And then, Madam Rita, please, when you are describing somebody, it's better for you to speak the name than to describe what might dent the person's image, because you like to speak what you want people to speak about you, how to describe you. Please, always do. We are in this very big media information drive, so present people very well. We are trying to drive home your point. Please, I beg you, because if something like that, if I'm on the place, I wouldn't like to learn before I speak. That is one thing I don't like. And if somebody tells me I'll have to opt it out, if you tell me I'll opt it out, or don't present people like that. Even Nigeria is not here, but don't present people like that. It's not here. You can speak it. I'm not. They can speak it where I'm there. You don't speak it at my back. Thank you very, very much, Nigeria Watch.
Okay, thank you, Black Panther. Thank you. All right. Let me come to.
Am I supposed to respond?
Quickly.
Yeah,
quickly, if you want to. Quickly.
Yeah, I would love to. I've even written on the comment section, Mr. Black Panther, please speak on behalf of yourself, not on behalf of other people. And you should have laid out or made an example of what I said, that you felt that I was kind of putting people's personality down. Please, you don't just come on air and just make a general statement without being specific. And please speak on behalf of yourself. And I'm also saying this, if you felt that I said anything out of place to describe you, I'm apologizing. But please, next time when you come on air, speak for yourself, and please be specific. Thank you very much.
Okay, dokie. Mr. Jonathan, please talk to us. Good evening to you. Then I'll come to you, Mr. Prince Collins. Get yourself ready after Mr. Jonathan. Go ahead, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Elvis, I agree to you. Mr. Prince, thank you. I agree to Mr. Elvis. Thank you for the good work you are doing. God bless you. I listened to you today in your presentation, and also the kind of support. As I've always said, God will bless you. You know, God will bless the work of your hand in a way that you don't even expect. I can assure you that. I can assure you that. God will bless, continue to bless you. I greet you, Mommy Diaspora. God bless you abundantly. Fellow panelists, I greet you all the callers and commenters. God bless you all greatly. I greet everyone. Welcome. You see, today I want to crave your indulgence. I want to talk a little bit about the economy. You know, on Felix Moka, I think you said it all. Every point that I noted, you talked about it. So pretty much, if I say anything much on that, it will just be, repeating the anchor, Mr. Elvis here. I've said, is it on the issue of he has the Constitution in his head? That's how you know people that are shallow-minded. When people say that, you know them. You spoke on that. He said, I was trained by the best. You talked about that as well. I will not waste time on him. All I just want to say is that this man is a shallow-minded man. It's very, very shallow. He's a man that is a self-centered man. And he cannot think beyond what is on the table for him. He cannot think beyond what is in it for him. Even though every other thing will be in the benefit of the people, he will not do that. It is only what is in it for him at the moment. He cannot process himself beyond that. You know, talked about responsibility, he talked about investigation. I don't even know where to start, even if not because I will waste all my time on Felix Moka. I waste all my time. And I think you have addressed it to a very large extent. For Natasha, you also spoke on that. What I wanted to say, you also said it. And I believe these are the things that are on the minds of millions of Nigerians. And I say millions. I'm very, very specific. Millions of Nigerians. Majority of Nigerians, so to say. See, Madam Natasha, I know there is this allegation of plans to assassinate you or to buy you and all the rest of it. No one will fight for you. Let me reiterate. No one will fight for you. Not the people of Kogi Central, your constituents. They will not. Not the people from other parts of Kogi State. They will not. And not the generality of Nigerians. They will not. Because that's who we are in Nigerians. Nigerians don't fight. Nigerians don't fight. So don't even go there. Don't even go there. Nigerians cannot think beyond what is in it for them. They can't process themselves beyond that. So don't let us even go there. When I said I want to a little bit today, just talked about the economy briefly, because I believe that is what is affecting us all. I've tried to avoid talking about the Nigerian economy because the people that are at the ends of affairs have no clue, and it has come to that conclusion for me that they don't know what to do, and it will be useless saying anything, knowing fully well that they don't care, they are not ready to listen. It is obvious. But today I will shift a little bit because I've seen Nigerians coming out over the last few days or few weeks now, Nigerians coming out talking about how things are hard, especially from younger Nigerians, the youth, so-called youth. They are now coming out, they are talking about how this thing is affecting them. Again, another video today of a lady, talking about how expensive toiletries, basic things are getting expensive. My question to Nigerians is simple. So you don't know? It's a question. You don't know? Are you just waking up to the fact that things are bad in Nigeria? So much that Nigerians don't know. I can now reasonably say that. So much that Nigerians don't know. And the political class want it to be so. They want Nigerians to be uneducated. I'm not talking about going to school, having degree or multiple degrees or whatever. No. That's not what I'm talking about. You can have all of that and you still don't know. You are still in that basket of Nigerians who don't know. So many of us in Nigerians don't know so much. Because when you now, it is now when you are now listening to Nigerians, you can now see that it has now become clear that Nigerians don't know so much. We assume that we know. We assume that many Nigerians know. A very costly assumption, very expensive one. We don't know so much. We should be seeing that when people are talking now. For the last 1 week now, maybe 1 week, or I've seen in all these videos, short videos on Mr. Tinubu is a terrible president, all this challenge that is going on how terrible Mr. Tinubu. I can now see, having listened to maybe about a dozens of them, I can now see that Nigerians don't know so much. That lady talking, and many of them, So you don't know that that product that you are buying is not made in Nigeria. You don't know. You don't know that that product that you are talking about, you don't know that that product is not made in Nigeria. You can't tell us this factory, the address or the factory or the location of the company that manufactured that product in Nigeria. You don't know. You don't know. Who is the CEO of that product, that company that manufactured that product? Who is the CEO? All of us here sitting today call it. In fact, I know of my young nephew and nieces, 4, 5-year-old. They know about Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is dead, though. Of Apple. They know already. My young nieces are 5, 6, 7 years old. They know about Apple. They know about Amazon. They know their CEO. They will tell you their names. They will be singing. They know. Tell me, because if you do, you will know that those products were not made in Nigeria. Period. All those things you are carrying, you are displaying, they are not made in Nigeria. If Nigerians know, now I believe they will react differently. They don't know. That we must go to that level now. Nigerians don't know. Our leaders do not want us to know. All the lady, the copper, everything you complain about, all the products you talk about that are your daily product that you cannot live without, they are not made in Nigeria. You don't know. That is why you don't care about the dollar rates. If you know that those products were not made in Nigeria, you will care more about the rate of dollar. You will not be sleeping the way you people are sleeping. You people don't know. You don't know at all. You have no clue. Everything you are talking about, as legitimate as they are, you are still ignorant of the basic cause of those issues. What brought them to bear, to date, you don't know. All those products are not made in Nigeria. So you will pay more and you will continue to pay more. You must know that when you go to the store, to the supermarket, or to the grocery store in Nigeria, next time you go, just know that you should be prepared to pay more than what you paid the last time. Those products are not made in Nigeria, because if you know that they were made in Nigeria, you know you'll be talking about the CEO of those companies. Everybody talk about Dangote. Before you say Jack, when you talk, you cannot talk of petrol in Nigeria today without mentioning Dangote. Even when it is not related to Dangote, you will still talk about it. Even when Dangote has nothing to do with it, you will still talk Dangote, because that petrol is made in Nigeria. You know the CEO of Dangote refineries. You know him. In fact, some people know his house. They know him down to his house. In Ikoide, they know where he lives. That's how it should have been for all other range of products that Nigerians use on a daily basis, if most of them were made in Nigeria. And to a large extent, Dangote respond because he's a Nigerian. No matter how he has been part of the system, he will still respond. He will respond in a positive way. That's how it would have been if many things were made in Nigeria. Those companies will be responding to all these cries now. Their CEO will be responding in a positive way. Dangote is trying. Whichever way you want to spin it, you want to blame him. I can talk about it. I can talk about the downside of Dangote. As a Dangote refinery, as a company, Dangote himself as a person, so many downsides that you can talk about. But in the final analysis, he's still doing his own part. He's trying. For the last 3-4 months, he has dropped the price of petrol 3 times. 3 days ago now, he was left with no choice but to increase again, to start selling to them in dollars. But I will leave that. It is the problem in Nigeria. All these people that are coming out now, you must know our problem. And I'm glad today that in concluding that presentation, you brought a short video of Isaac Fayoshe. I'm glad you synchronize it, you match it. And he said in that short video, he said, I don't care about all these things happening in Nigeria. I'm an exporter. I don't know him much. I don't know him at all. Let me just say that. I don't know him. He said so. He said he's an exporter. He doesn't care. That's how it should have been for most Nigerians when we talk about exports. So I will use this opportunity to tell the Nigerian government today. I think we have come to that. I think we have come to that. See, Nigerian government, wherever you're, anybody that is listening, contact Nigerian Watch. Let us contribute our own quota. Contact Nigerian Watch. Contact Niger Watch. Rather, contact Niger Watch. How Nigerians can become exporters and they can be earning dollars. If you have problem, because for me personally, I have come to the conclusion that you people don't know. If the Nigerian government, you don't know how to do this. You don't know. It is not rocket science. How Nigerians can become exporters in Nigeria and they will be earning their money in dollars. All this money you are wasting, all these billions of naira, in fact, dollars that you have wasted and you continue to waste, you can channel a few percentage of that into the Nigerian export, and millions of Nigerians will begin to benefit from it. The exponential impact, positive impact that it will have on Nigerians will be massive. One person can be an importer in Nigeria, but it will have an impact on many Nigerians. So this is it. So, Mr. Elvis, thank you. I just want to say this, put it out there for Nigerians that are crying. Things are expensive, and you are allowing this wastage to continue in Nigeria simply because you don't know. You don't even know the product you are using. You go there every day to buy. You don't know where it comes from, and you are complaining. What do you expect? It's not made in Nigeria. The dollar is almost 1,500, 1,000, hovering around that $1,000, $1,600 range. Who is bringing it to Nigeria? Is the person a Father Christmas? Expect to pay more the next time you go to the store. Expect to pay more. You must know. So that you will begin to speak to these people. You will begin to fight.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. All right. Niger niggas. This is the second time you're coming to this platform. The first time you came in, that was sometime last week. I guess. Your name is Niger niggas, and your name is suspicious. Your coming to this platform is suspicious. But I asked you to open your camera, then you left. But you came back again now. Your first time, was last week. You came back again now. You refused to open your camera. So I blocked you. For any reason, if you are genuine, go to comment section, comment there, and call our WhatsApp number. Let's do a video call together on the WhatsApp group, on the WhatsApp number. Then I will unblock you. But for now, I suspect you that you're one of the satanic people. You might not, but if you are not, just follow this procedure. Our WhatsApp number, let me put it on the screen. Then I'll do a video call with you. I want to be sure who you are because you came in the other day. That's our WhatsApp number so that I can reconsider you or unblock you. But for now, I quickly block you first on earth and heaven. But don't worry, I'll go back there to bring you back. Thank you. Mr. Prince Collins, please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Naja Watch. You make me laugh at I say you don't block our head, so we go apologize to the gods, so we can see if we can be reconsidered. Yeah, that's what it is. The policy, you have to follow the policy. Because we are not following policies, that is why we have problem in Nigeria today. You see, thank you very much, all the panelists that have spoken. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I want to congratulate you for what you are doing. If I have to use all my time to, celebrate you for a wonderful job, it should not be enough. So I want to quickly say thank you to those that are in the comment section. They are doing a wonderful job. and Mommy Diaspora, and my wonderful panelists. I got Natasha, you have spoken well. Those that have spoken before, my sister Rita, you spoken very well. Black Panther that made a call. Thank you. Yeah, that's what it is. We are getting there, Nigeria. We are getting there. All these things that are happening for me, there's no single surprise. I'm not surprised to see anything. It's just that as it is unveiling, I begin to see myself as somebody that is not a Dibia, I'm not a Susea, but I begin to, believe myself that, oh yes, what I foresaw, 15, 20 years ago is what is actually taking place. Because all these things, I saw it 20 years ago. That is why I totally decided to do a total pullout, to safeguard myself outside before I start throwing bullet from this side. Because who know where? Not they go cure person where. Now who where they cure person no where. So blind person not feel lead one eye. One eye not feel lead person will get two eye. Now only when you get two eye, you this sound. Now you feel lead people. So that is what I've seen in everything. You see, Naja you said something that really aroused my interest. You spoke about no, first you did a submission by that lady. You mentioned her name just now. I don't know, that popular lady from Edo. You did a video of her submission regarding the way Nigeria is. And as she was just talking and everything, I was just, picturing 10 years ago because I was picturing about 10, 15 years ago because that kind of experience that she's having right now is the kind of experience I was having then. It was not as worse as it is now. It's the kind of experience I was having then, most especially when it comes to light, water, road, healthcare. And now it is worse because the accessibility of water, benzene that should be used for car driving that will ease you has been added to it. Hunger has been added to it. Now, the only source of enjoyment that they do have there, which is the social media, has been, truncated right now. They're almost taking it away. So if you put all these things together, as somebody that have experienced, just like when you were still talking in Naija Watch, I also had that meditation, what you are passing through right now, because what I passed through when I went recently, it was just like at times I want to have what the white people will call brain fog. Some will say a serious depression, or some will call it anxiety. I think the best word is anxiety. Most time I want to have anxiety because I see that solutions are not coming forth for things that are supposed to have solution. It's a pity that Nigeria right now, we are supposed to struggle for other important things, but we are struggling for things that are supposed to be our right. Things like light, things like water, things like road, things like healthcare system, and others are being added to it. There is kidnapping, there's no security, there are criminals everywhere, people are liars. So the society is a mess. So if you now begin to talk about people coming to invest in Nigeria, I begin to wonder the kind of holes you are pushing the person to come and jump into. Because I use myself as a good example when I started investing in Nigeria 20 years ago. And after 5, 6 years, for what I was seeing, for what I saw from Ojemai farm and all that, because I went into agriculture, when I started seeing the way things are happening to people, I started pulling out and started leaving it the way it is, let it be the way it is now, so that I reply myself. Thank God I made that step. I never regretted it in any way. So how can you talk about investment in this kind of situation? So you see that the second thing is that we have they have weaponized poverty against the people totally. And the worst thing they've done, because Mr. Najawo, you said something very important that I love. You said the viewers that you have are not Nigerians. That word is as if you just throw it up. You just throw that word. That word shouldn't be just listened to and thrown in the bin. That word is very vital. You see that word that you said, that majority of your viewers are not Nigerians. We need to reason that word properly. Because those that need this information, they are supposed to be Nigerians, not those in diaspora. But what has this government done? They have weaponized darkness against them. They have weaponized insecurity against them. They don't have light. They can't access this information that we have now. It's a deliberate attempt to take them away from the right information. They did it. So now you can see that This purpose is a deliberate attempt that has been attended by our wicked leaders, because Nigerians, they don't have access to information. So they cannot grow, because information is power. Never be aware, they can never be aware of anything, and Nigeria can never have a direction, because if you're not aware of information, you can't grow. Like those things that my brother Jonathan was saying. If people are not listening to you, they won't learn from anything. They won't assimilate anything. They are just in total darkness. At the end of the day, they just think of how they are going to eat, how they are going to fix their immediate problem. In fact, the immediate environment of Nigerians has become a problem to them. Our immediate environment in Nigeria is a problem to us. When you are living in Upper Sakumba, for instance, maybe you live in Ted Junction in Upper Sakumba, or let me use Oju Elegba as an example. If you are living in Oju Elegba in Lagos, what Nigeria has done is that Oju Elegba as a unique square environment is your problem. Until you solve that one, you can't live there. So if you cannot solve it, you are going to be there for 10, 15 years roaming around. Oju Elegba, that is what Nigeria has done to us. If we can't solve your immediate problem, you can't look forward. That is the weaponization they've done. You see what they did to Kogi people? Because they kept them in perpetual darkness. Many of them, they don't have access to information. They don't have access to anything. So what did they do? They went to them and told them they want to empower them. Trickishly, they are taking them to use them against their leaders that are also giving them what they need at this present. The person that they've elected as their legislative leader or legislative representative that is helping them to solve their issues. They want to use the same people to sign document to take that person out of their life. Then you not tell me that this kind of people are people that love you. They want you. These people, they want you. They don't want you. These people, they are demonic. They are evil. Their intention is to ruin an average Nigerian to death. They don't have any intention. People that have gone to that extent to say, okay, let us go and lie to them that we want to give them food because they know that they are hungry. Oh my God, posterity will never support and leave these people or judge. Posterity will never leave them or judge. They've gone to meet them to tell them, look, let us go and lie to them that we want to give them food. Because the empowerment they are talking about is just food, maybe half bag of rice for 25 people. Let us go and tell them that I want to give them food so that they can sign this document, so that we can take the food they have away from their mouth. That is what they do. That is what an average Nigerian, that is what they are doing. You see, the second thing is that they have weaponized poverty against the people so that when they call them for empowerment, they won't say they are not going because they don't have source of information. Or if not for only the few ones that knew that what they are going to do is wrong. In fact, they would have signed that document and they would have come out to the television and say that, Natasha, the people of Natasha, they don't want Natasha because she was not upright, she has been taken out. That is what they do all the time. They manipulate election against the people, they manipulate everything. So let us not keep talking about what is going to happen. What has happened. Like just as Blackpart has submitted, we need to start talking about solution. For me, the solution that is narrow in my head and it might not be right, is that people should use what they have in their social media, in their WhatsApp, for instance. Use your WhatsApp. Just open your WhatsApp and start shouting the name of or your leader in your unit, those that are representing you, your local government, like your local government council chairman. Use his name to shout in WhatsApp and send it to others. Let everybody start using that voice. Your local government chairman, his name, look for it. Begin to shout that is your problem. The man that is representing you in the Senate, begin to shout that is your problem. Send those messages. Begin to send messages through your WhatsApp, because only WhatsApp that can share easy messages. Mention whatever you have seen and cry. If you can cry in your WhatsApp and start sharing it. If they start doing that, and when people open their WhatsApp, they see people crying. When people open their WhatsApp, especially those that are made to represent and lead us, the executive arm, the legislative arm, and the judicial, those that are there, if they start seeing these things, I think they will now know that yes, there's fire in the mountain. They will not open WhatsApp and see. Instead of just see smiley things or things that will make them laugh, they will see things that will make them cry. I think that is what we need. Let us cry, begin to cry, measure their names. Local government chairmen, they should measure their name. Members of House of Assembly, they should measure their name, that they are their problem. Members of Executive Council of the state, they should measure their name, that they are their problem. If you know your senator in your senatorial district, measure his name, that is your problem. Send message one-to-one. Let us be distributing such message instead of distributing accident that has happened in the road. That is the only immediate solution that I feel that will work right now. They start receiving evil messages of what they are doing, so that their conscience will begin to judge almost immediately. Thank you very much, Mr. Najawas. It's a pity that we are going that way. It's a pity we are going this way. and it's going
All
to
right.
get worse. This is just the beginning. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Oga Prince Collins. Thank you for your submission. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Before I move on, I'd like to appreciate Awanegbe Ferdinand. Thank you very much, sir. It's good to hear from you. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for your presence. God bless you, sir. Thanks for all that you do. Okay, Mr. Oduwa, it's good to have you on the show today. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us. 8 minutes.
Good evening, Mr. Najawash. Thank you very
Good evening,
much.
sir.
Happy Sunday. And good evening, all the panelists. For those who have talked, who have spoken, and those who will still speak. Good evening, Mommy Daswara. Thank you, ma. God bless you. Happy Sunday to you. We appreciate your effort and all you're doing, Malam. Thank you, Mommy. Good evening, commenters, listeners, and viewers. Good. Thank you, Mr. Najawash. As I said earlier, that the topic says the Senator Akpoti fire back on the Senate. And really, all these senators, they need to be test of drugs because their way of life doesn't refer to humans. Because they are acting like secret society people. That is why there is no oppositions among them. That is why they did not know that going to Senate Abuja, thinking that you are a lawmaker, is to talk for your people. You are not there to talk for yourself because it is only people that take drugs that do forget themselves. Because if you know what we call junkie, then you will know how their life look like. So they forget themselves. And that is why they will not care about the reality of life. That is what we make a Babio to say that Nigeria should go and protest while they are eating. And that is why we make them to go to any constituency and lie to people and said they want to empower them with voters card and they are whatever NN they call them. Then at the end, it was process of to recall. So such people really need to be evaluated if there is Panadol that is destroying their head or there is a mocha that is really confusing them. So Senator Boti, you are very correct. You are right. So that is for that. For the Soyinka own, I did not hear what he said. So because I did not watch it, I was not really I can't cope with that. Well, for Nigerians, for the what do they call whatever his name might be called, who claim to be lawyers. That is why we the Edo call them ulaya, meaning they are liars. They are not really professions that people should engage on. A simple question we ask: are you justifying this? You said you have the Nigeria Constitution in your brain. Now, one person have it physical. Can you tell us the verse? Since you were quoting a five so and so, then can you tell us where he now referred that president is an urgent president with the sack or suspend the elected governor, or you might call executive, or other legislators, which you call House of Assemblies or representative of the people in that their state? Is it written that you should sack them there? He could not answer that. We are beating around the bush, and now start asking another questions. So this kind of people, and is the kind of people that people want to listen to, and they will call them respectable people. Such people will look, they are rag, because they are just rag, because that kind of man has no dignity and need not to be respected. Whether you are from my beneath this thing or whatever, you are Igbo, you are Yoruba, you are Kala, I don't care. What matters to me is the goodness you have in your brain, because the word is live and let's live. This world did not live by tribe. It lived because God gave us the sun, the rain, and the air to breathe, to survive on this earth. So I hate seeing such people
and saying that people respect them or call them elders. Whether one is an entity by coming out to say he's a trained lawyer. So they train you to lie to people, to be deceiving them when the reality is before you. You okay? Are you not? You said Fubara put out these legislators. Do they not have a house that they're supposed to be meeting? If that one was demolished to be rebuilt, do they not have an office or whatever another government houses? They will have been convening and making suggestions for the country, for their state. And you refuse to answer that when the journalist asked you that they were affidavit those people sworn. You could not talk about that. You said you cannot just say with math, but they were affidavit that they sworn to declare out of that party. Is it legal for you to leave your party? You said it's in the constitution that if the party has problem, was their party having any problem in River State? That all of them now said they are no longer in PDP or whatever party they was, and they are now decamping to APC? Or like those one who decamp now in the Senate, though their party have problem that all of them are decamp away from that seat, that now cause Natasha and Natasha able to come and bring us, let us know that this is secret society that is operating in Abuja, that is not lawmakers. So people, with what we are having and calling respectable, the set of people we are calling respectable people are nenentity. It is very uncool that we have such people. Well, for the rant and the challenge, Nigerians, I thank you all, but not just to talk in this thing, let us take action. And another thing is, anyone who said Nigeria cannot go forward, Tinubu have won when he was not there, my dear. Tinubu can be taken out in 2027, whether he collab with whatever INEC or not. It is the Nigerian duty to say, INEC, you don't have double head. All of us have one head. And the Agberu on the street, all of us have one head. Heaven will never fall. Whatever will happen, if rain want to fall, we beat everybody. So let's do it. It is the Nigerian duty to do that. And Tinubu will be taken out. Thank you, Mr. Nigeria. Thank you. God bless you.
Mr. Odua, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right, Black Panther, you are coming in now. I'd like you to talk to us. You also have your 8 minutes so we can have our final submission. Today is Sunday. We already crossed 3 hours. Talk to us, sir.
Thank you, Nigeria Watch. God bless you. I hope you can hear me clearly. Yeah. You see, I want to thank everybody that has spoken. I want to thank those people that called in. I want to thank Mom in Diaspora. May God bless you. I want to start by saying all other protocols observed. I want to start this by saying this now to everyone. See, whatever thing that we are saying now, we are speaking to ourselves. Whatever thing, whatever country that Samakwe goes down, that will not exist again, is going to be our country where we were born, irrespective of the allegiance we played, we've sworn to, because of this, the ineptitude and the way the Nigerian politician treated the Nigerians. We are still speaking to our country. Now, the reason why I have to say it is that we might be in a comfort zone, but we are not comfortable. Not that you cannot eat your 3 square meal. Not that you cannot go anywhere. Not that you are not secure. But your motherland, your place where you were born, where your forefathers were taken from, is about to sink. And when it sinks, we will be the one to speak it out. We'll be the one to say it out. Now, people come here, people call in. to say, oh, they tell us how Nigeria is. Let's stop. We know all that. Let's go into our cocoon and think and make a resolution within ourselves and start speaking on a rhetoric, a solution. We keep on speaking on it. It will fall into even the deaf ear. They will open their ear and they will listen. If they even go to Nigeria Watch, click on it just with their data for 20 seconds. It might be your voice that person will grab. It might be Mr. Jonathan on economy, that person will grab. It might be Madam Rita's voice, that person will grab. It might be that caller that calls from America every day. That say, doesn't just think that the Nigerians are ready. You don't speak the way it is now. Don't even go that area. Speak on your own solution and let them grab it. Because anybody can take it now. Look at what Nigeria is showing us. Look, the frustration is getting to its red point. Where I said that string will be broken. And when it breaks, things might happen that will bring tears out of our eyes. Yes, the tears will come. But we have to get back our country. Either in pieces or in peace. We just got to get a nation. We need to start speaking on what to do, what the Nigerian people to do. We need to keep their spirit alive. Wake them up. Wake it up. We need to start waking this spirit up. We know that they are docile. Should we leave them to be docile? We know that some people are taking money to subvert it. Should we just keep quiet and start speaking on those people subverting, using the money? Or rather, speaking for solution that will take our country back. Look, if they subvert, if this country go down, we are going to be the one that will shed tears. We have nowhere to run to. We will stay here where we are today. We will stay here and start crying. You will see Namibia going up. You will see Ghana going up. You will see South Africa going up. Where's Nigeria? It has gone. We all need to start speaking the truth and start digging in and fathom solution. How will the Nigerian people wake up? Ask yourself that question. What will I play? What role should I play so that they wake up? Ask yourself that question. Learn to ask yourself questions. If you don't learn, you come here and talk what you want to talk and go home because it not concern you. Because most of us still have it in the back of our mind. It not concern me. How Nigeria go? I did for safe place. Look, I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable. You see Nigeria, what she's saying? He has lost a set now. Now he want to repair 1.something million. I know how much I sent home. Now I'm under pressure to send more money. I don't have a choice to send at least 400,000 home every month. I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. And we are sitting there. Nigerian people are just, anybody that speak like that means that you be like say no get anybody with the same sort you go give for house. Let's say no get anybody go say you have to speak to the solution. You don't tell me I'm shouting. It's my country. Go online and look at the talks. There's a program called The Talks. It's always on YouTube. Go and look at how ladies are yelling with passion, with voice. Their voice is thick with passion about their country, how their country is going now. They call the program The Talks. You don't sit down very comfortable and speak about your country sinking. You have to mount them. You have to mount that pressure. It has to shown in your voice. I can speak comfortably like a bourgeois. Yes, I can do that. And thank God I've not been able to do that. Even during my college days, I have been a force. And I've been fighting all my days. Those that know me. So wait till my code name University of Port Harcourt. I have not rested. I sacrifice. The sacrifice I have made. Some people have not made one time. I have sacrificed and I continue to sacrifice in my way. And I can. Somebody got to be out there financing them. They are helpless. Nigerians are helpless. We were discussing the other day. Oh, that with the people with the West tell them not to give Nigeria light. Yes, they tell them not to give you light. They tell them to bring the value of currency. Yes, the West are involved. They are the problem Nigeria is facing now. Why is Burkina Faso going up? Why is Cameroon sinking? Because France refused to let go. That is why they have to cut the umbilical cord within France and Burkina Faso. That is why they are free today. British refused to let us go. That is why you have all the confusion. We've come here, they brought books about the British regretting why they did the amalgamation. And we all are not getting it. We say, oh, Dr. Sian will say, how can we tell you not to give your people light? Yes! They want a house in Africa so that they can steal your mineral resources. And your mineral resources they are stealing is energy. If you know how powerful, if you know how dangerous the West can be when you take energy from them, go and read it. What is happening now? When they say China is the world power, people think it's a lie. Go and look at it very well. Go and look at what China is going to do in the next 50 years. They're going to take over the world energy. They will take it over. They have already gotten 85% of it now, renewable energy. They are after that oil, that mineral resources. That is why if we don't break it, we will not get our umbilical cord cut off from the British Empire. The empire is still alive, and the empire is still in Nigeria. Its base is still in Nigeria. All the English-speaking countries, they are not let them go. Nigeria Watch, I thank you for giving us this platform. We should be serious about this thing. Speak positive. Speak the solution. The solution is that election, if we got to go, you got to do what they did to us. We got to do it back to them by any means possible. Thank you, Nigeria Watch. And we can explain that if we are given opportunity.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother Black Panther. Thank you. Supposed to be the last, but CBD, you're just coming in. You're going to have just 5 minutes because we are rounding up now. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us. You have 5 minutes. CBD, are you there? We can't hear you. Okay, your audio is bad. We can't hear you. I can see you unmuted yourself, but we can't hear anything. So try to sort that out before the first person will give their final submission. Mr. Alabo, please, your final submission, sir. You have 2 minutes. Thank you, sir. If you are still there.
All right, Mr. Najawash, thank you. Thank you, Nigerians. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mommy Diaspora. Please, Nigerians, let's give Mr. Najawash a support. It's not easy. It's not easy. Running the broadcast right from Nigeria there. If it is UK, we will think, okay, at least it will be a little bit better because you have 24 hours electricity. And you can get your broadband, be paying little money with a contract. But Nigeria, for you to get unlimited, you have to be a millionaire to run those kind of stuff. So whichever way we can support to keep this program going on, because our message is going far, so that the main people that need this message can receive it. That is the most important thing we are doing, because we are here for a better Nigeria. We are here to see our country working before us. And we'll continue to do it to make our country better. Nigerians, I just want to remind every one of us, for us to understand that a better Nigeria is possible. It's possible. A better Nigeria is possible. It is for you and me to come together and decide. President Tinubu, I call him General Tinubu, whatever thing he's doing today, he's indirectly telling you to take over your country. He's telling you, will not come out openly to tell you, come to the street, go to the National Assembly and demand. I strongly believe that electoral reform is possible. As a citizen, you have the power. We have the power for us to continue the online campaign without being physical and going to take a march to the National Assembly and say this is what we are demanding. We are going nowhere. So we have to be there physical and do whatever we want to do. and a better Nigeria is possible. Let's take back our country from this criminal element. Thank you, Mr. Najawash, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Alabo. Thanks for putting your voice out there all the time. Okay, Madarita, your 2 minutes starts now. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Elvis. Thank everybody for informing us so far. I just want to say that, the likes of Felix Moka and Wole Soyinka, I just remember, I didn't talk about Wole Soyinka, for a man who seems to be very audacious when he wants to speak, all of a sudden has become Mr. Actually, from Professor Rice and Beans to Mr. Actually. I was laughing when I was listening to him speak, counting his words, trying to be extra careful not to offend his friend and his benefactor. You know what? Wole Soyinka shouldn't have said anything. There's no point, because the truth has been on his face for a long time, and everybody keeps saying, okay, 1 year has elapsed, you haven't said anything, please say something. So he was compelled to speak due to pressure. I hope many of these ancestors who are still alive, likes of Wole Soyinka, take inspiration from the late Pa Adebanjo, may God rest his soul, because the man spoke when it was good, he spoke when it was bad, and he spoke when it was horrible. So if any of all these, the likes of Wole Soyinka does not want to take inspiration from Pa Adebanjo, we all know how the end will look like. Reputation scrapped. All the so-called Nobel laureates, whatever, is scrapped. We've seen the handwriting on the wall. These people are of no use. They're using their education, popularity, and money to make them seem like there are some credible people in the society. They are not. We have many Wole Soyinkas in Nigeria. We have many Akpabios. We have many demand from Bodilon. There are many of them like that, existing in government, and many of them existing not in government. You cannot see them. So Nigerians, Black Panther, I agree with you. We should talk about solutions. It's very, very, very important. But
okay.
I have my own solution, finally, but it's not something I can say on air. And I think a majority of Nigerians also know the best way to go. We cannot get Nigeria back to the way we want by the ballots. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Madarita. Please call in, sir. 2 minutes.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Najawash. Me, I didn't even, speak about a person like personality of Professor Wole Soyinka, because it's irrelevant. But me, personally, Wole Soyinka, if it is a country where you really look at issues vividly and critically analyze and try to bring about justice, Wole Soyinka at this time is supposed to be in jail, because he's the one that brought initiated the first courtesan with the name of epidemic in the university today. It's just like Christianity came, and Pentecostals started jumping out, protesters started jumping out. That was how other courts were created due to discrimination. And today Nigeria has been almost halfway destroyed by courtesan, and the youth has come down. So I don't count those people as relevant people. Those people are supposed to be in jail. So I would say that for me, Nigeria, is time for you to start crying. Cry loud. You see that lady, that iron lady, what's the name of that lady? We need more of that voice. We need like 1,000 of that voice in the social media sphere. We need those kind of voices in WhatsApp. We need cry, pains, and not going to record anything in your environment that is not proper. People that are hungry, record them, send it. That is the message right now. Because Nigeria, we are getting there. This is where we are going. Because when people have it's just like when you chase a goat to the wall and the goat has no way to pass. He will turn back and face you. That's the way Nigeria is going right now. Nothing is surprising me right now, but it's too slow. I want it as fast as possible. I know that we all feel the pace, but if there's no cry, you will never have joy. So that's the way Nigeria should go. We should be prepared for that. And anybody that is not prepared for that is not ready for a change. Not ballot. Ballot is already a zero. So 2027, anybody hoping on that, the person is wasting time. Wasting time. Wasting time. I've said it 3 times. Thank you, Mr. Najawash. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. 2027, when they don't already decide. Anyway, with you, I know. All right. Mr. Jonathan, sir, your 2 minutes if you're there.
Yeah,
Mr.
well,
Najawat, I'm okay now.
Okay, I'll
okay.
come back to you. I'll come back to you.
Okay,
Go
let
ahead.
Mr. Busy go ahead now. He
Okay.
has not
You see, we need to go ahead, right?
Yeah, let him go ahead.
Okay, thank you, sir. Guys, CBD, just go ahead, sir. You have 5 minutes. Talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Yes, good evening. Greetings to everyone, the panelists, the listeners. It's a privilege to be here. So, when I think it was Black Panther was speaking, he said something about the people, these new colonialists. How Burkina Faso is trying to come out of that entrapment and all that, and the British is not allowing us. And that's just that's a wider way that people should be looking at some of these things. And that's why I also wonder why our sister Natasha Akpoti is. I don't know if she understands how the world is and how the world works. Those people, if you look at them as a beacon of morality, then that means you don't know what's going on in the world. Because when you're going to BBC, Sky News, and all that, it's like you're reporting cattle. So they are all the same thing. Actually they are worse. It's just that they are more sophisticated in their corruption, but they are actually 10 times worse than even the people that they are that they are controlling, than their puppets in Africa. So looking at those people complaining, telling we just have to focus on Nigeria. You already see the way people are, the public, everyone is on your side, or most of the people, apart from these few guys that are professional, paid, influencers. They are not even influencers because they don't have any followership. So they are just bots. So the thing is, for me, I would have suggested, if I had to suggest to her, if I could, is just focus on Nigeria. Make sure you have a very strong, people are already. There's already the momentum is already there. Everybody have seen the Senate for what they are, and Yaya Bello. Our issue with Yaya Bello is not today. It started, and obviously at the same time, even with all of the things she's going through, I see some people get emotional, especially some of our women, and it's understandable because some of the things, people have stories. People have stories and people have experiences. So something like that will trigger a lot of people, and they will just remember their own circumstances, and just even if it's not them directly, they are some people that they know. And but at the same time, I've always said that this thing about the sexual what's it called, or harassment and everything, it should be handled on a case by case and everything, because we have also seen people that were wrongly accused. We have seen people that were also brought down, but that does not mean I don't believe in the believe all women. I believe listen to all women. If somebody tell you that something is happening, don't just dismiss it. You must listen, and at the same time, and you can't in Nigeria now. Which court would you even say they should go and learn? Is it the court that if someone is telling you go to the court in Nigeria right now, the person is just playing with your intelligence. There's nothing like go to the court because there's no independent judiciary anymore. That does not exist. So sometimes I don't blame people that come online to just make their case known to the public, because which judiciary is going to? Is there any free? Is there any unbiased, judiciary at the moment? I don't think so. So I guess that's just for that, and it doesn't mean that everything. I want her to be bold. She already took that bold step coming out. Nobody was expecting that. People were expecting her to talk about the sitting arrangement controversy, and all of a sudden she dropped the bomb. So we expect her to continue, and there's no backing out now. Just it's already there. These people have already seen you as an enemy. There's nothing there's no going back. So just keep at it. And also, if you have evidences, proofs of things, whether video, is it audio, whatever, release all of that, because I don't think they will ever trust you anymore. Well, because as it
Okay.
is, yeah.
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
And that watch, are you sure 5 minutes is over, Mr. Ninja Watch?
I don't like it.
So that's it. And for the Nigerian people, we just need to have our,
It's
we
over
need
now.
to
It's over now.
Okay.
Thank you,
All right.
Agassi. If you want to give a proper submission, join us on time. I don't like to be delayed with the late coming, and I'll give you the 7 minutes given to the people that came in early with me. So please always come, because I like to listen to your submission. Come in on time so that you can talk to us properly. Thank you very much. That is your time there. I time everybody here. In case some people want to argue it like you just did, I'll put it on the screen. Thank you, sir. Mr. Jonathan, your 2 minutes, sir.
So
Thank
I
you very
still
much.
have my 2 minutes now, or?
Yes,
or
of course.
it's
You
not
have
2
the final
minutes.
submission.
Okay.
Yes. Mr. Jonathan, sir, your 2 minutes remain 30 seconds.
Thank you. Anyway, Mr. Yeah, thank you. I love. I listened to Mr. Black Panther's submission. He talked about solution. Yes, I think we can use this time to focus on that. I think it will be beneficial to everyone, to Nigerians. Nigerians. I listened to one of the videos. Someone was saying that Nigerians should not think that leaders are not indispensable. I don't agree with that entirely. Nigerians have every right to believe that their current rulers are indispensables. There's what you want to do. You have to. The only thing is the right things must be put in place. If you want to fight them and get them out of power, certain things must be put in place. For Nigerians who are saying things are expensive, things are hard, the economy is hard, please get it straight. Nigerians don't manufacture any of those basic things that you utilize on a daily basis. Please get it straight. Nigerians don't manufacture all those things. So for you to be able to cope with those expensive stuff, earn foreign currency through exports. That's the solution. Period. Simple. Earn foreign currency through export. So today, for the very first time, Mr. Elvis on Naija Wash, I will put it out there. If it is okay by you, I'm saying it publicly. I've not discussed it with you privately. I'm saying it on your platform today, the 23rd of March, 2025. Any Nigerian, if you know you want to earn export and you have a product, a product that is made in Nigeria, and you want to earn foreign currency, bring it to Naija Wash. If Naija Wash will showcase your product, if that product is made in Nigeria, bring it to Naija Wash. Let it be showcased on Naija Wash. We'll look into it. And I stand ready to support and to assist you to sell that product in North America, 100%. And you will earn your money in foreign currency. So if Naija platform is ready, I'm ready to work with Naija platform. Bring your product, made in Nigerian product, 100% made in Nigerian product. Showcase it. Let us see it. If Nigerian government, through their crooked way, will not give that platform, even though they are talking about it, they are allocating billions of naira on it, but we are not seeing anything. Where are those Nigerians? Where are those products? You only allocate money. The vice president came out and showcased all these locations and everything. We're not seeing anything. So let's, in our own little way, if we can say that, support Nigerians. So if you are a Nigerian and you are really, really entrepreneurial and you are hardworking and you have a product that is made in Nigeria, I'm not talking of product that you import to Nigeria one way or the other. You now want to export it. No, I'm not talking of that. Product that is made in Nigeria, 100% Nigerian made product, and you don't know how to go about it, come and showcase it. Let the whole world see it. You will get the support and the assistance to sell that product in North America. I think this is how we can talk to Nigerian government if they are serious about it, and for Nigerians. So stop complaining. You need to know that is the only way you can get out of this complaint. Do something. Do nothing, get nothing. It's as simple as that. I'll leave it there, Mr. Elvis. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you. That was a wonderful submission, very, very encouraging. I hope they are listening, and we pass message outside this broadcast as well. A product that we can see, we can feel, we can touch, and then we can take it from there. Yes, that's Naija Watch Media for you. We have a lot of people here that can touch your life, and your life can never, ever, ever remain the same again. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. God bless you for all that you do. I appreciate you always. I'm very, very proud to call you one of my team here. Thank you, sir. Okay, I'd like us to move on now to Mr. Oduwa. Mr. Oduwa, your 2 minutes starts now, sir. Good evening to you once again.
Okay, thank you, Naija Watch. Well, as me, I know, and I trust, and I believe, judiciary might be so corrupt and demonic. The ANEC might be so Satan and become the Mediterranean Sea, while the APC and their gang might be the grave or desert, Sahara Desert to swallow whatever. But I believe that Nigerians are still the people who pass through those areas and who get to another direction for a better solutions of life. So, who go with Bidon and the Land Cruiser on their trust. So for me, heaven will not fall. And if rain fall, it will not beat one person. So Nigerians, you can observe what you people are calling hardship. And I believe this is what make everything to go well, because a goat must pass through fire because it becomes a goat. So if you know that you are looking for a better destiny, our Baba Fela have told us that we should not be thinking of, will you buy house, will you buy car, will you buy this? No. Our future is now. Let us drag it from these people, or we keep on crying for our children to continue to suffer. So if not, if these people should not cut, you did not run away, they will not shoot another one. Because if they fired not cut, oh, everybody run away. You can use Al Jazeera when Gaza and others will. Al Jazeera will be there, journalists, when they shoot not cut, another journalist will pick up the machine and keep on recording. So Nigeria, let us face them face to face, eyeball to eyeball, leg to leg. If Agberu say he want to thief ballot box, you ready to thief that Agberu and that ballot box together? If any police said you want to defend that Agberu, then you ready to defend yourself and make sure that police and that Agberu become the same, equal. So, my brother, there is no peace for the wicked. So let not the ANEC have peace when they said that Nigeria will not have peace. Or let not the APC or the judge or whatever have peace, where they say we, the Nigerian, will never have peace. We are all Nigeria, whether you are judge, whether you are Agberu, whether you are APC, whether you are ANEC, we are all Nigeria. And it is our actions that will make the Nigeria work. So it is those people action that is destroying Nigeria, and we should take the same action with them and make the Nigeria work. If not, then we will cry, and our children will continue crying, grandchildren will continue crying. So Nigeria, it is your duty to say no. Enough is enough. Thank you, Mr. Ajawo. Thank you, Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you, Oga, Mr. Oduwa. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. All right, Mr. ACBD, we are back again. Okay, before you, Black Panther, Black Panther already gave you his 2 minutes. ACBD, your 2 minutes, sir.
Well, I forgive 2 minutes now. I be the play joke. You don't whine me.
I be saying I say that fit cheat you now. Person not fit cheat you in peace.
Nigeria knows a bit change.
Go ahead, 2 minutes.
You don't whine me. Well, thank you, Mr. Najawash. But what I want to say here is that the Nigerian people, this is how we are going to take it back. Your life depends on 2027 if you want to go and vote. But if you don't want to go and vote, you see what your senators are doing. All we need to do is just to visit them. Visit them. It has shown that they are not there for you. They are there to acquire the money which they've used for their election. And you heard what they said. Before you can become a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, apart from the labor movement, apart from the obedient movement, which will give those people senatorial position in a piecemeal. But regular one, you have to pay your $50 million must be $50 million naira must be intact. So let us visit those senators. Go individual states, go and visit your senators. They are the basic problem, fundamental problem that we have. They cannot straighten the executive, they cannot straighten the judiciary. Therefore, let's go and visit them before it is too late. If we don't visit them, we will end up the same way. So let us not look at the final election as a problem. But when we start visiting those senators, that is why they did not come home. They didn't go home. All of them were in Abuja. They did refuse to come because they have no people to be loyal to. They are only loyal to the executive and to the president of Nigeria. They are not loyal to you that owns the sovereignty of the nation. Therefore, let's go and visit them because all of them, I don't want to know anybody. All of them should not come back. If we want to go for the election, all of them should not come back. And Nigeria, we have to fight the way they rig our election. Right. We have to fight that way and get it back. Thank you.
Thank you. Even if NATO, we start to brush all those councillors for area self. They brush all of them. Slap.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Jaja, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much for all that you do. God bless you. Okay, guys, CBD, I'm back to you again. Your 2 minutes, please.
Yes, I guess I will just finish by saying, this thing is, we can't be telling people to, vote. We already know how this thing goes without, like the other video you played, without a very notable or revolutionary kind of reform in the electoral system, and nothing will change. These people, they don't care about what the people think or what the people opinions are. So that someone like Wike, look at what the things he's doing. You think he's considering about he cares about being popular? For them, they've understood. They've just found a way to just operate with just these people, like institutions. They just want to have control of all of that. Once they have control of all those institutions, that's all. So for us to move forward, we have to now look for a way to navigate all that. Because to be honest with you, voting, turning up, the last time we saw how everything went. So, and for someone like Wole Soyinka that is going, to be honest with you, I don't even know why sometimes we are still expecting some people to, obviously, there's no need, like Madam Rita said, there's no need even talking because you are already part and parcel of the thing that is going on. So if you're not going to speak straight or speak directly, like Jonathan, the former president Jonathan spoke, a few days ago, then there's no need for you to even say anything, because we need people that can speak straight, truth to power directly, And what our people is going through is just something that. That's why another thing is that all these our young people, we need to start letting them understand. And I'm happy that people are already coming out, like the lady who came out, and now you see this 30 days challenge people are doing. Everybody is ranting and talking. That is what we need. That's the only way that we can really make these people feel something.
All right.
Because
thank you.
Yeah, so there are some things like that.
Thank you. Okay, CBD, God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. Oga CM, you're just coming in. You came in late, but I'll give you 5 minutes. But your 5 minutes is going to include both your first and final submission. Then I press the bell. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us. 5 minutes.
Good evening, Good evening, Niger Watch. As per say I come late. Please, I greet each and every one of you, wherever you may be. My voice, I dey lose my
Augustine,
voice.
your time is up.
Well, I pack now. Tomorrow is another day. So the thing is, hey, Jonathan, thank you. I heard what you said. But the question I want to raise is, when you say product made in Nigeria, what if the person na farm and they cultivate yam? Must it be a complex industrial product? If na yam, shebi e go good, you go help the person. Because I know some Nigerian farmers that are listening. Somebody can go and grow yam and then decide to export it to North America. I believe that
Even
is
if like, yeah,
Huh?
even if na yam,
Okay.
all the same.
Okay, yeah, at
It's
least
equal. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, which
As
is I
long
mean,
as the problem we have in Nigeria is packaging. The product must be well packaged. You have to pack it properly. Make sure it is properly arranged. If it is
Yeah.
yam now, make sure it's palleted, which means that you arrange them in pallets before they load them.
Okay, something like you put them in cartons and
You
then
put
put
them
them like in
everything,
a
yeah,
wooden pallet. Okay.
in a wooden pallet. It must be
That
well
one,
packaged. That's part of the packaging.
that one go.
Yeah.
That one no go be problem. So I believe that's a very welcome development. I believe anybody, because to me that is easier. You don't depend on electricity, diesel, foreign exchange. You can just go and look for farmland, farm, even if na 200 pieces of yam or 1,000 pieces, you were able to farm. Then you come here, they showcase it. I mean, the ones we eat here is not from Ghana. They write it Ghana yam or whatever. So that's a welcome development. I wish people listening to us should take advantage. Now, see, Niger Watch, I don't know if I tell you now, I'm not censoring this thing, but people like Felix Morka may know they bring anything where you talk, at least for now, please. Some of us, they see them, but there are, I know not everything you show here, but let it not meet your requirement, please. Maybe you reduce, maybe you have lowered your this. I mean, you don't bring, because we are here to people learn from us or learn from what we show here. May know they bring Felix Morka come. I beg. Not that I'm forcing, but it devalues our platform to they listen to such a person. Somebody who you associate arrogance with.
Yes, Dr. CM, you are right. I even sent Naija Watch a message that we should just take that man off because he's just talking nonsense.
Exactly. So you see, I associate arrogance with people that are well endowed, robust, highly intelligent, and very articulate in everything. When they become this arrogant, you say, well, na knowledge, na resources where they get. But this is a man. At the drop of a hat, he say, I'm well trained. He went to Harvard, and you are working for somebody without certificate. How does that measure up? How? Just convince people with all your. Anyway, see, look at the nonsense. You want to justify what happened in River State. Even those that knows that Tinubu is unconstitutional, and he's coming to tell me constitution. So, you see, anyway, well, let me know enough of that. Then regarding Natasha Akpoti, I think I have about a minute left. Regarding Natasha Akpoti, you see, what is really playing out is the Nigerian system want to intimidate that lady. There is no doubt whether the lady is guilty as charged or not, or maybe no. They just want to intimidate her. I came across a news item, whether I hear, I think, that the people of Kogi Central, they want to give them palliative or something. If you are coming, you should come with your PVC to make sure, say this. You know, village people now, they all gathered. News started filtering around that the essence of taking the PVC is after giving them a fund to sign, they will give you something, but in return, they will now use it to go to Akpabio and say, see, they move a motion that it was the signature of recall from his people. I mean, from her people. You see how wicked, how evil we think. You see the thinking of it. This is pure criminality. Stealing. This is pure criminality. That's why I always say, all's well that ends well. Any process where no good, where they crooked, it can never bring a good outcome. Akpabio, today CM is not a senator, because I didn't express interest. I didn't buy form. All of us here, none of us is a senator because we didn't buy form. Akpabio did not buy form to become a senator. How then did he end up being a senator and then a senate president? Is that not when I say here that Nigeria, our problem is not law? We have more than enough, but we don't enforce our law. The Englishman taught me, said, any law you cannot enforce or obey, don't waste your resources making it. Why did they say people say you can express interest if you want to be a senator? They should have said, just don't worry, anybody can be picked. Akpabio saying no one becomes senate, na president he want. He go buy form for presidential primary. He lost out. All of a sudden, he ended up in the Senate. Somebody whose name is not on paper are showing interest. Now look at what is transpiring at the Senate. The Senate is leading. It has never happened before. How then do you want to go and use Wayo to go and say that because Natasha Akpoti raised the issue of sexual harassment, and now you are now trying to say that the people should recall her? Even then, why not go and tell the people? Of course, you can go to the Kogi, carry out a campaign that this lady is not representing you well. Why can't you people record? Let us know. Then you use why you want to give them 1 cup of rice. People gather. You see how evil. Look at the way Nigerian people. I mean, when I say that the people in charge now are full-blown criminals, look at the thinking. Is the intent. Not really that you gather people, want to give them cup of rice. Now the intent. What do you have in mind? And the people are coming with the intention that, oh, they remembered us. Not knowing that this is what they want. Using fraudulent means to get their signature because they know signature is required. Before you know it, goes surface. They will now abandon anything and start to say, aye, yeah. Look at what they're asking this Felix Smoker. Let me just return for it. Not that he merited it. How can you say you use voice vote to know that 2/3 of the majority of they are in agreement? What stops them from voting? They will count it and say 11 voted here, 12 voted here. They say I have it, and he's justifying it. You went to Harvard. I always say this. Sometimes, until some of these things, when they say they found you worthy in character and learning, maybe as at that time, the day they are giving you, tomorrow, if they not found you worthy, every certificate should be withdrawn. Every certificate should be withdrawn. If the moment the institution realizes that, because they found you worthy, not because you pass the exam, even in character. Character means honesty, because if you steal something from your university campus in those days, they can be you feel no graduate. So how can a man be talking like this in nationality and you are going to justify that they have to do? You see, Nigeria is doomed. But then now, what people have said here regarding changing the status quo, I agree. But the thing is, let Nigerians at least, let them eschew fear. This fear of unknown, let them drop it. I think that is what is holding Nigeria back. This also fear. Don't fear anything. Don't fear. Burkina Faso is not afraid. Egyptians are not afraid. Tunisians are not. Nigerians should not be afraid. Your life is at stake. Your future is at stake. Don't fear these people. They are human beings. The moment you coalesce, they will run away. And then you take over the space and do what you want with your future. Then all this idea that people will be manipulating people. Sometimes when I listen to this type of thing, I shake my head. I say, look, maybe if I'm an illiterate, I don't know much, I for have peace of mind because you won't know what is happening around you. But the moment you discover all this and find out that having lived in the Western world and see the way things are moving, even in Nigeria itself, you now start to wonder, is this really what we up to every 4 years? These are the criminals in charge. Look at what Natasha is saying. Instead of them to investigate it, insist that you step down. They are looking for a way to go and rope the lady in. They couldn't. Now they want to go and say they are recalling her. Who has Nigeria since we started playing electing senators? Has anybody been recalled? Have you ever had it? To elect somebody is easier. To recall is difficult because they made the law. They don't want to go. Now they want to go and use it on Natasha. I feel ashamed for Nigeria and Niger Watch. Let me not stretch this thing too far. We'll continue tomorrow, but this thing is terribly, I'm terribly disappointed. The dimension this thing is taking. And Nigerians, I don't know whether they're understanding the game. Like Mother Rita said, let nothing happen to that woman. That is just my own, because Nigerians always go for the, to the extreme. instead of settling a debate, they will go to the extreme and then try to do something to take the person out of circulation. In the end, they say they don't know, they don't know what happened or something. So it's a shame, really. But then we shouldn't lose hope. Thank you.
All right. Augustine, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. In terms of losing hope or not losing hope, I think the hope is gone because Augustine, the first time you joined this platform, you were younger than this. You are old now. You are getting old. I'm getting old. We all are getting old. So who shall be not lose hope? When we are getting old, very soon now, I beg you.
In a pale now. Dr. CM is a pale now, pale.
No, it's terrible, man. It's terrible, man. The way they manipulate public opinion in Nigeria.
Like anything that will be better.
Augustine,
anytime soon.
When are you coming out of that empire you are in now?
The emperor, they get empire. Me, I know the emperor.
To be
man.
honest,
Which one? Yes. Continue.
Okay.
Sorry.
I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much for every one of you that came into the panel today. Thank you, Oga Alabo. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Madam Rita, Prince Collins, Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Oduwa, ECBD, Oga CM, and Black Panther. God bless you all. Mr. Jonathan, thank you very much for that encouraging submission earlier on. For the people listening, in case they have one or two things to come to project here, we are ready to do that. I appreciate every one of you that's watched the platform today. Stella Masaredo, James Ome, Michael Ganamaro, Peggy Modi, I want to be Ferdinand and Jaja. God bless you all. I'm very, 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 very grateful. I'm not taking none for granted. Thank you very much for how many people calling today? Just two. Madam Deborah and Black Panther. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for your participation to this broadcast every day. While my people write down the comment section, thank you very much. Mother of all mommy diaspora, I appreciate you, mommy. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you very much for always being there for us. Thank you, Peggy Modi, Joseph Fosa, Benedio, Info. Thank you very much. Love Manduka in the building, Modias Academy. You can see your comments everywhere. Thank you very much. Abami, Edda, thank you very much. God bless you. Abu Azi, thank you, sir, for all that you do. Madam Martina Abashi TV was with us earlier on. Thank you very much, man. It was good to hear from you. Thank you, Joseph Fosa, once again, and many, many more right there. And God bless all my people. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Martin Moshu, thank you, my people. We've come to the end of the broadcast, my people. Allow me to end the show right now. I'll see you guys again, fingers crossed, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Nigeria time, so that we can continue from where we stop. Guys, do your part by pressing on the like button, help us to share before you leave. And if you are listening to us, you have not subscribed yet, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever we post a video or when we go live. Your voice, your contribution is very, very, very important to us so that you can contribute to our live broadcast. My people, like I said, we've come to the end of the broadcast. Allow me to end the show, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, fingers crossed, 7 p.m. Take care. Good night. Bye-bye for now.
Good night. Abama ndaba
Philip, what you